Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in once again. You're listening to World Combat Sport. It's Friday night. I'm taking it back to when I used to be riding on from the club, and they playing nothing but slow jams. You know what I'm saying? Slow songs, so to speak. We called them slow jams back then. You know, to be riding with your girl and just to set the mood right. You know what's about to pop off when you get to the house. And I'm saying to myself, this is the perfect time. Since a brother have free range, is to shoot my shot at Jenny. Man, just think about all this. I thought she finally got with the one who she was going to be with for quite some time, Alex Rodriguez. Alex Rodriguez can pretty much get any woman he feels like, when he feels like it, how he feels like, and for whatever reason he chooses to do so. But, you got with Jennifer Lopez, always been considered one of the women who's not going to hold down too much. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she's not had some broken relationship after broken relationship after broken relationship. And I think it's all about potentially trying to control her mate. Now, if I'm in the equation, you don't have to worry about controlling shit. Because I have enough to support myself. We can start off by going out to get something to eat or chilling, doing some recreational shit with the kids. You know what I'm saying? Something simple. Don't talk about doing no expensive shit and then ask me, can I pay for it? See, that's where we're gonna go wrong already. Time you ask me about some expensive shit and can I pay for it? I'm gonna be like, listen, let's stick to common sense shit right now. If you know I haven't been to this particular place and I don't pay $1,000 for a dish of food, then I haven't ate here before. I'm definitely not trying to impress you just because I got my stimulus check this week. And you want me to dump it all to show my love and confess my love. No, it's not gonna happen. But what I will do is, since y'all split up, I give you about 48 hours. Maybe we can link up. You can look out for me on social media. Let's take it out on a date. Old school. Go somewhere, enjoy the nightlife for a minute. I'm talking about the nightlife, not the club. But one of the lookout points, one of your favorite lookout points that you and Alex Rodriguez haven't went to yet. Just go out there and think about shit so I can ask you some questions. Be like, hey, what's so difficult about what's going on in your life, Shouty? Why you keep having all these failed relationships? You fine as hell. You well established, very sexy. It's a reason why your men continue to go out on you. It's a reason that Jenny, that your men keep on dipping out on you. You need to find out what the reason is inside the doors where you at home, because he just keep on dipping out on you. There has to be a legitimate reason. It can't be all their fault. Either one, you locking down the kitty cat, and you're not allowing a daily consumption. You know what I'm saying? For the appetite to be fulfilled. You tell us. Back to what I was saying about, I think it's my time in 2021. I know of some positive shit that was going on this year that I was going to be a part of. I just didn't think it'd come this early. But when I heard the news, I read across, that Yahoo breaking news, and I said, "Damn, it's about that time." J Lo splitting allegedly. Alex Rodriguez, somebody who was making a statement allegedly that an affair was committed, and he might have been the one who do it. My point is, right? Just why? Somebody that fine. I know she's much older now, but why can't these women in the industry, Hollywood, I mean, this did well for themselves. Why in the hell they can't keep a damn man though? Like I'm coming into this independent. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much got everything I need. Just we can just link up with our hearts and our hands, and that's about it. Get to know each other through conversation. I don't need to stay at your house. I done been in big houses before. I'm not Google eyed about that shit. But I just want to, try to find out, is it a way? Because I see a lot of important females, very known celebrity females. They would average dudes. You wouldn't believe it. They would the most average looking dude you can ever think about. Yeah, am I saying Jenny from the block is going to be her? Hell no. I'm also not denying the fact that do I give myself a pretty good shot? Yes, I do, and entirely do. I give myself a very, very good shot, probably 60%. Yeah, if I really, just turn the barometer up just a little bit and pursued it, because at this point in time, with her calling off at what they was engaged for 2 years, 2 years, and that shit didn't work with A Rod. They're looking for the wrong men. They need to just settle down with an average individual. You know what I'm saying, like myself, and take it from there. That's all. I've rolled in fancy vehicles before. I mean, that's not a problem with me. You know, let's just set up that day, Jenny. You get this message, just let me know. I'm free, available. I'm here for you. All of the rest of 2021, 22. I think it's the perfect time. So I can kind of help you get over Alex Rodriguez, put him to the side. You know what I'm saying? You can focus on the basic man out here that's still an alpha, have their own shit. I don't want to move none of my shit in your house. None. We ain't doing that. I just want to come over at the right time. You know what I'm saying? And see you as you see yourself when you getting ready for nightcap. And no, just spend some time. Let's talk on the sofa, have some wine. Let's talk about our history, because it is quite different. But I just want to talk about what's going to actually allow you to keep a man at this point in your life. What do you need to know? What do you need to hear? What do you need to feel? Is it something that you believe you can control to keep a man? Or something that you just always going to be dissatisfied about? Because you just go through too many relationships for something not to be terribly wrong that you're responsible of. It can't just be all the men, Jenny. You know what I'm saying? It cannot just be just all the men. Cannot be. Big dog in the building. What's good? Salute WCS. A Rod couldn't leave them side pieces alone. I know, man. I know. We talking about A Rod, man. Multi-millionaire man got money. Look, the man got money for days, bro. But Jenny was enough. She wasn't enough. Of course, she wasn't enough, because with A Rod, and when you're on that level of status, and it's all about the looks, two good-looking people never works. Never, ever, ever, ever work. Never. You know what I'm saying? It never freaking works, y'all. You can't live that. You can live that life in Hollywood for a couple of red carpets and then you done. You know what I'm saying? Your relationship is over because people be calling the red carpet. Who was that guy that was up here? So okay, all these side chicks be dropping in your DM, and then you be like, damn, no, let me go check this shawty out right here. She fine. But J Lo though, J Lo is fine as shit. What is it? Is she cutting off the cat? Is she cutting off the nightcap dessert? What is going on? Is she not spontaneous? What? Explain to me. How can I help for everything to stay consistent? You know, I mean, what is she cutting off behind the scenes when the doors are closed? You know, what is she doing when it's daylight outside? And where is she going? Is she spending time with A Rod, or is she out on her own? Does she always want to go somewhere that you gotta really come off about 15 or 20,000? I mean, what are we talking about? Because I heard Jennifer Lopez can be a little bit entitled. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. That's okay with me because she can be entitled with my budget. It's okay. I'm gonna tell her, hey, this is all I can afford, and that's that. You still entitled? Okay, cool. If you were broke, my love don't cost a thing. That shit come on every time I'm in the grocery store. I just chuckle like J Lo ass line. That's what I'm trying to use against J Lo. I'm not broke, but now it's time that you done used up all them rich niggas you was with. Now you just get with just a simple, average type dude that's not in the spotlight as much. You know, you have plenty of time in your life to sort all this shit out. You and A Rod don't seem like y'all getting back together. Cool. He wanted to go sleep around on you. You just need somebody probably to love you the right way. You just can't get nobody to love you the right way. I'm just saying this, J Lo. Is it you or is it them? I say again, is it you or is it them? I wanna know, is it you or is it them? We'll find out sooner or later. Anyway, what's going on, Mitch? Saw the J Lo A Rod story about. I read the article about Joseph Parker being involved with meth ring. Man, Joseph Parker involved with a meth ring. No wonder he was trying to survive against Anthony Joshua. Motherfucker had the goddamn picograms of meth coming out of his system. God damn, boy. Just when you think, you got the good guys, those are the ones that'll turn you over and damn, wrap you up in disappointment, huh? Sir Ken in the building. World Combat Sports salute. Salute to the wrenches. And salute to the chats. Smash the like button. You know what it is. I appreciate you. But what do y'all think about that? Do you think that J-Lo can actually date an average cat? You know what I'm saying? Is it within her? Because we already know she's bossy. She's always been like that. A lot of people that's been with her have mentioned that she's a pretty bossy chick, especially when she goes into I guess how they call them. She goes not rehearsals, but when she goes to these gatherings or whatever. I remember somebody said that in her trailer, she demanded that they spray it down with Lysol, and J Lo, if she goes to a hotel, she demands a new toilet. She would never go to a suite. What am I talking about? A hotel? See, this is basic hood shit terminology that I'm talking about. And J Lo will probably have a problem with that, but I'm saying, hey, you need. I'm not talking to Jennifer Lopez right now. I'm talking about J Lo, Jenny from the block. Because back then you act like you was in tune with the hood. Okay, so just listen to what I'm saying. J Lo is basically saying she need a brand new motherfucking toilet. This is real talk. This is no cap. J Lo said when she goes to stay outside of her own residence when she's visiting, she's on tour, whatever. She never use a used toilet. When she sit that fine ass down there on that porcelain, it has to be brand new. I'm not saying it has to be gold. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that this has been reported by one or more individuals on some of her demands are just crazy. Like her food, her toilet, her health and comfort items, her essentials. She needs a lot of freaking Lysol in her room or a certain type of fragrance spray. Yeah, man, she's very demanding. That's okay. I can go to Dollar Tree and get that shit. I can go to Kroger, get a little discount with my Kroger card. I'm good. I can go get some groceries. I'm telling you the truth. We can make this work. Me and J-Lo can make this shit work. What's good, Sports TV? Salute, man. She was with one of the dancers for a while. Yeah, man, she just dates everybody. You know what I'm saying? And she knew she wasn't going to stay with that dancer. And he probably got some damn good sex out of it. That was the best female he probably ever dated. But that shit didn't last long because I think she demanding. But I'm willing to find out. J-Lo, hit me up. Drop in my DM so we can go out. I'm not predicting how long it's gonna last, but just hit me up in the DM. I'm here. I'm your recovery. I'm on your recovery team. Team J-Lo recovery. That's what we're gonna work on right now. Getting you back in the right frame of mind with a solid dude, grown ass man, has everything he need. Just see how they work out, you know. We'll love her to boss me. Um, I know you saying that on sports TV, like for the bossing thing. I know where you can come from with that. Like you're basically saying, I don't mind a female that's looking like J-Lo to boss me around and tell me some shit to do. But for me, that's just not something that make me smile. Now, I mean, she telling me to do shit, clean up and all that. Hell no. That shit gonna be over before my motherfucking car cool down. My shit still gonna be hot outside. And she tell me to clean up some shit. And I'm like, hold up for a second. I gotta get in that. I gotta get something out the car. Go, but on the other hand, all that other stuff, being affectionate and stuff like that. Yes, I love aggressive women like that. I love aggressive women. It's all good, no doubt. I love it, but not aggressive when you bossing me around and trying to make me into a house nanny. You know what I'm saying? A cleanup service, or just laying stuff around the house and having whoever's around pick it up. Plus she has kids that's still living in there, of course, and that would be a very unique situation to get through. But yeah, man. After the third man is something she's doing that makes the relationships difficult. I agree. I agree there, Ken, man. I'm trying to find out why in the hell she cannot keep a man, dog. Like she's fine as hell. So I always tell Cass this, right? Like I had the opportunity to meet some of the finest women that I ever could potentially want to date in life. And this is the weird part about it. Like when I first meet them, back then, of course, not to incriminate myself, but back then when I first meet them, I say, damn, this female fine as shit, man. Hey, I mean, this is somebody I can kick it with for a minute. It just seems like we linking up real nice. That's how it is always in the beginning, right? And then it always be something that they do that turns you off. Like, ah, nah, I can't put up with this. I mean, it doesn't matter how fine they are. Some fellas will make a sacrifice for some shit like that. But I remember I was dating this chick and she couldn't be no finer, right? But she left her shit all on the floor. So I thought, well, she's just getting used to whatever. I don't know. But she would leave her clothes on the floor. So I said, okay, when is she gonna just bend down and pick them up after she get out the shower or whatever? You go in the bathroom, her clothes are on the floor and shit like that. So I said, this bitch is messy. She's messy as fuck. Like, okay, let me see what happened when she eats. Is she gonna put the food in the dishwasher, place in the dishwasher, blah blah blah. Boom, nothing. Put them in the sink. Got some sink full of dishes. Now, granted, she ain't came on my house yet. So I just popped the question out there. Hey, what we doing with these dishes right here? You want them? You want me to run some water in there, some warm water with some suds? You gonna hand wash them? You gonna put them in the dishwasher? She said, I don't know. You can do what you want to. When she told me that, I said, she really don't care about my presence. You know what I'm saying? As fine as she is, I'm not gonna be the maid around here cleaning up. I mean, I'm talking about the female was 15 out of 10. Like she was fine. She had everything you can want in the body. But she was messy. She was motherfucking messy, dog. I mean, had clothes all over the bed. Every time I seen her now I know. I say, okay, she looked fly. She dressed to impress. But then finally get to go over her house. Now I know where she gets her clothes. She gets her clothes off the bed under other clothes, and whatever the case may be. So anyway, man, that shit is just that shit is a chore in itself, bro. But what is J Lo doing? Somebody tell me, what the fuck is she not doing? Is she cutting? If she cutting it off, is she not affectionate? Is she kind of evil? I don't know, bro. I would definitely like to find out for sure. Because she's much older now. I think she should be more mature. Real talk. I truly think J Lo should be more mature now. She should be way more mature to be able to hold a relationship down. Especially with someone like, you can't say she won't just young dudes because she's been dating individuals, men that was around her age or higher, right? So you can't just say she want a dude to dance, even though he probably had the time of his life. But J Lo probably woke up one morning and said, "Hey, nigga, it's time for you to get the fuck up out of here. It ain't nothing you can offer me. That shit's done. Playtime's over. Let's go." I wonder what the pet peeve is. I need to find out what the pet peeve and why all these dudes are leaving J Lo. She got a banging ass body. She cute. She keep herself in shape. High maintenance. What the fuck is up with J Lo, bro? I don't give a fuck what Alex got going on. The man is rich, super duper rich. So he looking at this like, oh, for real? So we breaking off the engagement? She said, yeah, because rumors are you got a side piece and you've been out here having an affair. Alex, like, me? You can't listen to everything you hear. But I guess it was validated. And that's what brings me to this. I'm curious to know if J-Lo had him followed, always had Alex Rodriguez watched to see if he was out there cheating, because Alex can pretty much get anyone he want. And I'm wondering if J-Lo really put a tail, put put them wheels behind him with them binos, man, to see if he was out here doing what he was supposed to do. I'm just curious, man. It's just a lot that I want to know about J-Lo, man. I want to help her out if possible. She can come over. That's what she need to do. She need to come over in my way, and sit over here in a residence that's outside of what she has going on. Bring her back down to reality a little bit. She need to come down and sit beside me when I'm on live. You know what I'm saying? So I can just put a thumbnail up. Yeah, J-Lo will be joining us live today to speak with your boy WCS. I appreciate all the supporters to pull up, because this is definitely going to be a special occasion tonight. We got the one and only J-Lo. Motherfuckers be asking questions like, J-Lo? What that nigga talking about? What are you talking about J-Lo for? Can you imagine J-Lo sitting there? I can. Shit. I can. Girl, pull up a seat right here. We're gonna talk to the people. I'll definitely get J Lo interested in boxing. Start showing up to the boxing matches. You know what I'm saying? Turning her on to what's going on in boxing, so get her interested. She was with Diddy at one time, so I can assure her she'll be secured because we're not going in no hostile environment where there's too many triple OGs around and shit gonna pop off at any given time. You in good hands there, J Lo. You in good hands, girl. I just want y'all to pass the word. I'm looking for J Lo. I'm looking for that DM J Lo. I know I can do it. I'm confident I can get you. I can get you for at least about a week. At least about a week, J Lo. J Lo. I know I can because this is the perfect time. You're fresh off a breakup from A Rod. He did you dirty. So whenever you do someone like J Lo dirty, she pretty much rebounds pretty quickly just to show that she can. You know what I'm saying? She can change him out like that. And that's what I'm talking about. I want her to change him out. I want to be that cat that you change up with. Seriously, I want to. J8 in the building. What's good? Also, just because they look good, don't stop them from being crazy. Man, Cam, you better stop checking the box. I'm serious. I try to stay away from that checklist, Ken. But Ken is coming up with those main components that'll have a motherfucker creeping out the house, rolling the car down to the end of the driveway in neutral, and goddamn firing that bitch up and spinning out. Goddamn rolling out that bitch fast as he can, man. Yeah, she probably been watching him. I know she has, man. I know she been watching. Look, this just didn't happen. She's been having surveillance on A-Rod for some time. That's just what it is, people. Say what you want. That's Jenny. That's Jenny. If she want to put surveillance on me, cool. Long as I'm not, I'm not that type of dude that'll move in somebody's house like that. Nothing like that. You're not gonna get me outside of what I own and moving your shit so you can kick me out. No, it's never been like that. But with her, she probably had surveillance on A-Rod for a long time. He didn't know it. She probably had a female that was close to him, flirting with him, asking him those confidential questions that only him and J Lo supposed to know. Yeah, that I Spy shit, bro. What's going on, Andrew Charles? Salute to you. Aaron say real shit. What's good, WCS? What's good with you, man? Salute. I'm just trying to slide in and see what I can get with J Lo in 2021. I'm trying to pull up to the biggest. Look, PBC about to come with some big fights, man. PBC about to come up with some huge cards this year. I'm trying to take J Lo to a card. God damn it! I'm not gonna be working. This is the perfect time to take J Lo out, especially to a good, solid boxing card. We're talking about if Deontay Wilder, if a good heavyweight fight take place, that'll be one of the good ones. Sit ringside. There's some plenty solid boxing matches, but I'm talking about the big ones, only the big ones. But I need to see what a routine like, man. She get up and work out in the morning. She have an instructor come over to the house. I mean, what's the deal? I just need to know those little secrets about J Lo. Why are you running these dudes off? Talk to me, girl. Why are these dudes running away from you? What the fuck are you not doing, or what are you doing? Are you telling these niggas to clean up while you sitting up there and goddamn file your nails down, or you go shopping? Like, why are they so angry? Do you have that Holly Berry in you? Do you got that Holly Berry in you? Because I think you do. I think you do, bro. I remember dating a chick, and like, once again, the attraction has nothing to do with anything. But then they come up with these crazy points just to argue with you. They just come up with these crazy talking points And then you find yourself in an argument. You're like, why the fuck are we arguing about that? That's not even something that really involves our everyday life. So what the fuck we arguing about it? Motherfuckers be running out, slamming doors, like shit. And then come back, it's makeup sex and all that. And everything goes back to normal. I think with Holly Berry per se, I think Holly Berry in a sense will pull out the motherfucking blade on your ass. I think she's that type of chick. I think J Lo is something else that we don't know yet. There's some gag orders. J Lo probably told A Rod, "You tell one motherfucker what we got, what we did while we was together. I'm gonna come hunt your ass. You'll never swing another bat in your life, cause you can't do that from a wheelchair." J Lo probably be goddamn. I don't know. He might have woke up one time that his feet was strapped to the bed. His hands and his feet was strapped to the bed. You know what I'm saying? And J Lo was standing over him with some hot oil grease. Listen, that Alex. The word I got from my surveillance was that you was over there talking to another female. Haven't we went over this, Alex? That I don't want you cheating on me. I want a faithful man. That's what we've been trying to, put out to the public. We want them to understand that's what we're about. But my people keep on telling me that you out here flirting at the bar. You're going on these type of dates. It's not just friend dates. They pretty much romantic. You didn't get what I said, huh? Then, she pours a little bit of hot grease on his leg or something. Motherfucker be screaming. She said, "Go ahead. Nobody can hear you." I'm telling you, man, it's something crazy about J-Lo, bro. Beautiful women running through men. They are, man. J-Lo and Halle Berry got the same problems, man. It's that just that organ that's located in their skull, J8. You know what I'm saying? What could be the problem, bro? Like, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I never heard somebody say that, you know, she was right. She wasn't smell. I never heard that. I heard J-Lo smell pretty good. She keep herself up. Everything. I heard that ain't it. I heard she keep herself up. She clean, all that shit. I just don't know what else is there, man. Her attitude, is it that freaking bad? Is J-Lo attitude the type of attitude where she has to be in control of everything? In my eyes, Holly Berry, little sister, is a complete handful. Yeah, man, I see what's going on with her little sister. And when I saw Holly Berry in Monster Ball, right? I was saying that's the real motherfucking Holly Berry right there. She crazy. That's the real Holly Berry. I mean, if you asked me back in the day what was my favorite, like I used to be so infatuated with Holly Berry. I said, damn, she's beautiful. Until I found out how crazy she was. And the one relationship that did it with me with Holly Berry was when she got with my man David Justice down here. David Justice was one of the premier players down here in the ATL for the Atlanta Braves, right? I said, how in the fuck did she get with David Justice, right? So I'm saying to myself, wow, he's kind of like Alex Rodriguez, you know what I'm saying? Light skinned brothers and shit. So I say, okay. I wonder how long this gonna last. So what Holly did, she sent her publicist or somebody over there to speak to David Justice, and they started dating. Only a couple of, I say, if a couple of weeks went by, I forgot how long they dated. But he went to the headlines, he went to the newspapers, and he spoke with somebody, and he said that was the craziest woman he ever been with in his life. David Justice said Holly Berry was the craziest motherfucker he ever experienced in his life. The bitch was absolutely crazy. Crazy, bro. In my eyes, Jay, just the money and the fame, they gotta make it look like they aren't regular women. Holly wasn't acting in Baps. Yeah, man. That's who Holly is, man. These are high value women. Kevin Samuels' voice. There you go. You are. I mean, you say or do one dumbass thing, they are quick to kick your ass to the curb because they don't need you to pay for rent or payment. That's true. You know what I'm saying? They're not dependable, but this is what it all comes to with dudes like us, right? If they choose us, they already know what we don't have, so they shouldn't be concerned about shit. What I drive up in is nothing that you have in your garage, so that separates us right there. I'm driving up in something that you wouldn't even think about having in your garage, so we good. Period. So you already know, from us conversing on the phone, that our income and everything is different. And you're not to be worried about kids, but she has kids, but I'm pretty much almost out that picture. I have all the time in the world. It would be so cool to be in a situation with someone like Holly Berry just to understand how she think as a grown ass woman in the industry. You know what I'm saying? When there is a trust, I guess a level of trust, I like to ask her like, J Lo, you think we can talk about why your ass so fucking crazy? Like, why all these men leaving your ass? Could you imagine J Lo coming out in one of those outfits, the outfits that she wear? I mean, you gotta understand she's looking seductive. Oh my God. She's looking extremely sexy. I mean, that has never been a problem for J Lo. I can only imagine how soft J Lo's skin is. All the people that she get having her spa days that she goes to. I can only imagine, how J Lo is. But from the, outside, apart from the ass, what is the deterrent? What the fuck is going on with the deterrent? Talk to me. I'm just curious. What is the deterrent? I'm just curious, man. What's popping? What is going on with the deterrent where men are running away? I'm not just talking about men being caught cheating, right? I'm not talking about that. I'm speaking on why are they in the street in the first place if you with J Lo, Shawty? If you with J Lo, why are you in the streets? It's not enough that she has going on in her life and her social life to be able to entertain you. I know it is. I know it has to be something in there. But I'm just curious, like to know if J Lo is one of those females that may drink behind the scenes, and she a totally different person when she get a drink in her. You know what I'm saying? She becomes a little overly angry and shit. She has a short temper, because I can see Holly Berry being that girl. When David Justice said that's the craziest woman he ever been with in his life. That's one of the craziest person he ever dealt with in his existence on this earth. I believed him because she was with Eddie Murphy. I mean, not Eddie Murphy, Wesley Snipes. She was with some of everybody, man, and the shit didn't work. Even the white dudes that she was with at the end that had a baby, she had them fighting each other. That shit never would have happened. Come on, man. What the fuck are we talking about? They're always younger, hotter woman out there. The flesh is weak. Let's speak about what you just said, Mitch. And it was at a point in time where I was saying, why is that the case? Like, if we run up on a female, right, and it's something that we may not have experienced, and she give you that different type of look, I'm thinking everything about it is different. You think you got a fresh one? end up meeting her, dating her, but then find yourself out here looking for something else. Why is that burden on us? That's stressful. For real, that's stressful. Because who am I to sit up here and be walking down the street with J Lo and a fine chick walk by and I got shades on. I try to use my peripheral and J Lo snatched them motherfuckers out talking about, don't look at that bitch. Are you crazy? I bought you them shades for a reason, so I can see the corner of your eyes. Don't play with me. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. You know, traveling to these other countries and shit, you meet some women that you'll say, damn, that's wifey right there. You know, that's wife. And then you just start kicking it with them. You know, y'all get involved, and then it's just on to the next. That's just fucked up. Like, I almost guarantee there may be some kids that look like me over there in the Far East Asia. Believe that. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. I really want to get to know J Lo as a person because I always thought she was sexy. But her breaking up with Alex Rodriguez, man, money ain't a thing. Money isn't a motherfucking thing. They was engaged for 2 years. So for 2 years, Alex Rodriguez couldn't keep her. He couldn't keep J Lo. We need to come up with 5 points of reference, y'all. I want y'all to tell me 5 points of reference as to why and Alex Rodriguez failed at keeping J Lo once they was engaged for 2 years. What fucking happened? Was he out there cheating on multiple occasions? Was he not just taking care and laying it down at home? He had the money, he had the finances. That ain't it. Scratch that off. Um, is it any type of other collective recreational, dependency going on? Alcohol, drugs, whatever. I don't know. I'm just trying to addition some things for talking points. I'm just trying to find out what's going on, man. Like, why J Lo hit a brother up? Why can you not stay committed in a relationship, girl? I can almost tell you this. I don't think she cooks. And if I was actually going over there, I wouldn't expect her to cook. I mean, she has so much money. She probably has a damn in-house chef over there that cooks up that good. So you can have that damn healthy food because she stays healthy. Her skin is smooth. She's in shape. As old as she is. Hold up, they talking about it right now. So she was basically saying it was a time where they was realizing they even went to couples therapy. So they was having problems already. Couples therapy, huh? Couples therapy. Why would you need couple therapy? Just petty ass arguments, not being able to get along, not too much in common. Because outside of Hollywood, sometimes these relationships, you don't have much more in common except your work. And that really destroys a relationship right there because both people have something. So you really can't say, hey Scotty, check this out. I'm gonna go get you a new car today. If J Lo told me that, then that's something life changing. If she just gives me the title to the car, but if she said I'm going to get you a new car, but I don't get the title to it, then I'm gonna say it don't has to happen. Don't worry about it. I'm good because you're not gonna throw this car in my face every time we have an argument. I'm like, fuck all that. And I ain't driving you everywhere just because you got a new car. I ain't your motherfucking chauffeur. This ain't driving Miss Daisy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that. Hollywood is a messed up place to spend a career in. It's weird. It messes with your mind. Let me tell you a true story there, Andrew, right? when I was 17 years old, right? I graduated from high school, so I went in the Marine Corps at 17. I mean, like I still had several months to go to the end of the year 17 shit. So I went to boot camp, passed it, and then went to MOS school. So I was over there, like I said before on my live, I was cutting hair. I learned how to cut hair like 12, 13 by myself. Right. So I was over there cutting hair. I was stacking up all this cheddar. And people was like, man, you should go to Hollywood. You should go to Hollywood. And I said, I'm going. Hold on for a second. They talking about J Lo and Rodriguez. Let me check something out right quick. Of course she's smart. Look at her skin, man. J Lo has taken well care of her body for damn. Okay, that's all they giving. Okay, anyway. But anyway, back to what I was saying about Andrew in Hollywood, right? So I'm saving up all this money, cutting hair. Even the base, they came up here and said, "Hey, you taking our business away, man." There's so many people that's because what it was a lot of brothers who didn't want the bowl cut, so they wanted me to fade them up. But there's too many just hanging out in my room all times a day. So word got back to the barbers and shit. They kind of made me tone it down, but there's a will, there's a way. So I went down to Hollywood with motherfucking pockets full of money. And I heard some shit. It had been other Marines say, hey, be careful going down to Hollywood. You might see some shit that might drive you back down. You might get addicted going down to Hollywood. Seriously addicted on shit. So I went down there and I remember running into this GD, right? And he said, hey young fella, where you from? You look like you just got down here. So me from being from the city and the streets, I was like, not to tell him everything. I said, I'm trying to go to a club, bro. So you got your ID? I said, no, I don't have no ID. He said, how old are you? I said, man, I'm 1'7". He said, you 17, nigga? I said, man, I want to go to a club, man. I went through some money. I'm in front of a GD, right? I'm pulling out some money. I said, man, I got this for you. Get me in the club. He said, say less. Let's go. Let's go. So this dude took me to the back of a club. He told me to stand on the side of the street first. He went and talked to somebody. He took me to the back of the club. I'm not gonna mention club name because I think it's still up. I went in through the back. I'm 17, straight out the city. Nigga wasn't drinking during high school, smoking, none of that shit. I go in there. First thing I see, motherfuckers engaged in sexual acts in the back of this club because the dance floor is up front. See motherfucker doing drugs, doing cocaine and shit. And all this is new to me. Like I'm just knowing what they doing off the movies. So I keep going up. And you know how they have these seats back in the back and you can sit with your girl. Man, dudes, back there with females, straddle, fucking, all that shit. So when I finally got to the front, I said, damn, this club is turned up, man. This is nice. Went out there and started dancing, man, messing bitches. Man, I had a hell of a time in motherfucking Hollywood. If you got the money in Hollywood, they can pretty much get you anywhere you want. You know what I'm saying? You don't exactly have to be 21. But you can't get your ass in some trouble if you stupid. Because with that, you can get anything you want to when it comes to becoming dependent. And there was some service members that happened to get in that, unfortunately, and kind of ruin their careers. No discipline, going down there, just partying, getting fucking drunk, and going back to the hotels with these women. And then those women are used to the Hollywood life, so they get you to do one line, two lines, and before you know it, you hooked. You always want to go down there. You want to take a bus. At that time, we was taking a bus from 29 all the way down to Hollywood, and it was a hop and a skip. So you run into the same people. It's easy, but you see the best looking women that you could see. I'm telling you, it was selection. You had no problem with selection. It was more women in there than men. Real talk. But anyway, I got those shades specifically to see the corners of your eyes. Yeah, for real. J Lo be. I'm telling you, man. I had a female. I used to wear wraparounds a lot, for real. And I remember, being with a female where she said, "Hey, I got you these shades," and I really didn't like the shades like that. The shades that just look like regular shades, and you can see your eyes out the corner. And the reason why she did it because she said she was with a previous boyfriend or whatever. He always used to wear shades, and he can be able to look around and do what he wants. She never could see his eyes. And in the military, we wear different type of shades. We wear like the shades that block out the sun on the corner of your eyes, and everything else has the tricolor lenses. And that's what the fuck I was wearing them for, to protect my eyesight, and so you couldn't see my eyes. But shit, it is what it is, man. J-Lo wants some new, plain and simple. That new car comes with a tracking of see. There you go. You got grown ass men thinking that new vehicle come with a tracking device, shawty. What? What you talking about? Boy, that new car comes with a tracking device for your ass, boy. You come up there, you looking at the exterior, it's like, damn, this shit is nice. Look at all the damn, electronics on the inside, the digital work that they put into it. And J Lo like, yeah, yeah. You want to take it for a drive? Take it anywhere. You don't have to be back anytime soon. I'm good. Shit, she tell you to go anywhere, give you some money. Motherfucker got a tracking device on it, dog. If I date J Lo, I expect someone to drive me around. Fuck all that, man. Like, okay, I know if I'm going somewhere where I can't park, because with these rich people, they go a lot of places where they can't park. You have to have a chauffeur. You know what I'm saying? So riding in a limousine to me don't do it, bro. Unless you got some females with you. You know what I'm saying? You ride with somebody important. It just don't do it. Limousines, really nobody can really see you. I just like coming and going as I please, man. Parking where I gotta park and get the hell on when it's time to go. But what the fuck is going on with J Lo, bro? What is she doing that's driving motherfuckers out the park? I'm gonna say number one is her attitude. Her attitude got to be shit. She got to have a demanding attitude, very bossy, want shit done her way. You know, she might be the kind of chicks to wake up in the morning and got to get her workout in. Then after that, she's too tired to do anything else. I don't know. I can only imagine she's not a young chick anymore. Two, she don't cook, so she got to go out to eat or have a chef cook. Them celebs, they don't go out to eat like that, so they have the chef cook. So what does that do for the relationship? You have to see each other all the fucking time. And sometimes that's not good. When you just starting off a relationship, it's really not good to see each other all the time. Like you gotta see it, have those special moments, and then bounce, get the fuck out of Dodge, and make so and so miss you. You gotta make them miss you. You want them to call you up and say, "Hey, what you got going on? Where you at right now?" Oh yeah, okay. You plan on you plan on coming through? You haven't been around for 2 days. I'd be like, I wasn't trying to crowd you. I want you to have as much, you know, air as possible. I don't want Jordan Sparks to be playing in your house. I am not supposed to breathe without. So I tell about you don't have no air and shit. I want you to be cool. Now you can come over. All right, cool. Bring a bag. When they say bring a bag, that means they want you to stay. So this is real where everything plays a big role when it comes to relationships. When a female tell you to bring a bag and you have the opportunity to stay a couple of days with them and really truly find out what they're about in life, you can really find out about a female, how they wake up, how the night goes, however it goes, whatever y'all do, and how the day starts off. Spending a whole entire day together, you really find out a lot about your girl. You know what I'm saying? She find out a lot about you. But if she's in her home, she's around her people, you really find a lot on how her routine works out for her. I remember dating a chick where she got up early in the morning and she had to go do yoga and then work out. So she's basically gone maybe like 3.5, 4 hours every morning. Now, this what I would suggest to the guys who, may run into a girl who work out. Don't get a membership at the same gym she's at. Don't try to work out. It ain't gonna last, bro. Don't do it. I know there's some healthy families out there that can work out together as healthy couples. But if your girl working out at a gym and you have another gym you can go to, please do, because that working out shit, it's not gonna last long. Because in a gym is just another area where you can pick up women, and women go there to pick up men. That's all that is. So it's gonna cause all that conflict of interest. But anyway, I'm curious to know what J Lo's freaking daily routine is gonna be. Really how she acts. Coming out the shower, what she has planned with her day. If she don't have anything planned with her day, is she a spontaneous type of individual? She like card game. I mean, what do you do during your free time? How can you keep us both occupied? That's all I want to know. Because I'm in your world right now. I mean, you're the celebrity, not me. I would be stoked if freaking J Lo said, "Hey, let's get the keys and take me for a ride around your place." I say, "Cool. You want to go over here? You sure you want to go over here to the hood, shouty? You sure?" I say, "Hell yeah, let's go. Let's get it. Bring over here." Say, "You sure you want to bring a bag or something?" Knowing J Lo said, "Nah, I'm good. I'm good because I have certain amenities that I have to care for me in the morning when I get up. So I'm just gonna come check you out, and then we can roll back through." Could you imagine though, someone like J Lo coming over to my place off what she has, looking at your shit? I think J Lo is one of those people that would say, "Oh, this is cozy." I'd be like, "Nigga, what you talking about? Cozy, goddamn it. Why you talking about my shit? Because it ain't as big as yours." I think J Lo is one of those females that'll say it's cozy. I ain't gonna lie to you, people. Alpha male in business, alcohol, and being a freak herself to get to the top. Alpha female. Yeah. I believe all of what you just said. I do believe she has to be in charge. She is the alpha female. If that's, you know, the position she chooses to try to be. Yeah, I do believe it. I ain't gonna lie. I do believe she's absolutely a control freak. I do believe that it has to be her way or no way. I'm not saying she's not unwilling to compromise because I've never been that close to her. But for the type of men that she's been around, for them to leave like that, it has to be something, man. Like I'm always curious to know what her and Diddy was like. Like I always want to know what was that scene like. What was that environment with her rolling with Diddy and the situation that happened? I mean, that probably made her never want to date a brother again. Seriously, I, I I'm pretty sure all these people is telling her like, "We told you, girl, don't go up here and date no hip hop artist like that. Date a motherfucking dancer, girl." I'm serious, man. They probably told her, "Don't you ever date a nigga again. Don't do it. They're gonna get you killed out here." But what is she bossy about though? If you bring a bag over house, what is she bossy about? Making you get up and go work out with her? I'll do that. I'll do that. No problem. I get up with you. And she want me to cook a little breakfast. I'll do it. I'll do it a couple of times and then tell her, "Hey, I really don't cook breakfast like that. for everybody in the house. I don't wear an apron, so I mean, it's a thing in ATL, right? People, check this out though. This is real life shit. Situation I got into with a female that I was at the bar. Sometimes I go to the bar, um, just to chill. Sometime, like I'm not even drinking at the bar, but I want to get my food quick because this pandemic and this social distancing shit. And sometimes your food take forever. But another chick is sitting at the bar. We just chilling, and I strike up a conversation with her and everything. And she asked me, "Do I cook?" I said, "So I guess this is the moment where I ask you, when did that start down here in ATL? Because my parents didn't raise me up to cook a damn thing. Like I can throw some bologna in that motherfucker and some 2 pieces of bread and put some mustard on that shit. I'm good." I said, "But when did it become a thing for women in the ATL to ask a man, 'Do you know how to cook?'" I mean, that shit is weird as fuck. For that to be a part of the conversation, do you cook? That's before I even get it out. I'm trying to ask her, do she have any favorite dishes? I don't really ask a female, do they cook? I said, do you have any favorite dishes you like? If they tell me, yeah, then I say, well, can you cook them? That's how I ask them. I never just really asked a female, hey, can you cook? But she asked me, can I cook? I say, yeah, I can cook periodically here and there, mostly for myself, or whatever, right? And I say, what about you? She said, no. They would tell you straight up, no, I don't cook. So you want a nigga to be with an apron on, huh? This shit down here, it's changed for the better as far as entertainment and all the businesses. I mean, it's so much is going on in ATL, right? But what on the flip side of that, what I didn't see growing up down here in ATL, there's a lot of push of certain individuals, that are weird. You know what I'm saying? You got women trying to be dudes and dudes trying to be women. You know what I'm saying? It's too much of it. But anyway, um, yeah, I'm curious to know if J Lo's one of those bossy ass women that she would tell you, okay, if you don't know how to cook this, you need to, because that's one of my favorite dishes. So let's get up and let's try to learn how to cook this dish because that's one of my favorite dishes. You can't just be coming in here doing nothing. I got to put you to work. That sounds like some shit J Lo would say. Don't just be coming around here lounging around. I got to put you to work now. You know what I'm saying? I work hard for all this shit. I got to put you to work. And I'd be like, J Lo, straight up. I got health insurance. I'm retired. I'm doing fairly decent for myself. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing I'm getting from you is your attention right now and who you are as a person, your body. That's it. All this stuff you got in your home, that's yours. I don't need it. She'll probably say, so what about that meal we talked about? I said, you don't get it, do you? I ain't cooking you shit. Yeah, I know, man. Tyrone said Diddy gay a Rod a simp. Man, that's why I stopped listening to Diddy shit, man. We can't even get fellas to just talk about how sexy a female is right now. We can't. I remember on here on YouTube, right? And I started to talk about how Layla Ali, how fine Layla Ali was, right? And then somebody else brought in another boxer. But when I was talking about Layla Ali, they say, "Oh no, man, you better stop. Don't do that." I said, "Why?" Motherfuckers always talking about you're a dick rider here, dick rider that. So what happened to us being able to talk about females, especially on here? Yeah, I think we at the point right now, man. More people are in tune to think about, what their instinct tell them, rather than stuff that used to be natural, commonplace. It used to be natural for us to have a make a compliment by the woman and tell us what's on our mind, rather than being very apprehensive to even say anything about them. But anyway, I'm just extremely curious about this situation. I just look at it like the next person, because J Lo loves the rebounds, right? Mark my word, I think the next person you're gonna see in public with her is gonna be an average dude, like somebody you weren't expecting. And it's not gonna last long. It's just gonna show A Rod that she can go out here and fish whenever she feels like it. That's what J Lo do. She's that fine. She's that sexy. She has her own money. She has a body count. You know what I'm saying? She has a body count, man. And it's not something that I want to talk about. If I'm over there, I don't want to talk about a body count. I'm just trying to get in where I can become another body on her count. For real. J Lo, I just wanna, J Lo probably let you hit after you sign a non-disclosure. Real talk. J Lo come off as that type of chick. Like she may let you hit, long as you sign that NDA. You sign that NDA saying, you talk about anything that happened between you and her. She's suing the fuck out of you. She's gonna get you for defamation and all that shit because you broke. So that's gonna be one thing that you can't talk about. You got to make sure that the individuals, like you got some friends or whatever, they the right ones, because them motherfuckers stab you in the back. They're going on social media with a recording. It'll be that shit like the Lakers. You remember that shit? What? Y'all tell me, man. Damn, what's old boy name, man? Okay, the one that was dating Iggy Azalea, and Swaggy P was dating Iggy Azalea, and his boy, they was out, and his boy recorded him talking some shit about another female or something like that. Yeah, you had some niggas like that, man. Yeah, you got to be careful about that. But a female like J Lo, I believe she will have you sign that NDA, and you got to keep your motherfucking mouth shut. What happens between then? I want to say it's worth it, but I don't know, man, because I don't know with her, man. A part of me says she might want to be in control, or she might not want a man to beat it up for real. She might not want you to beat it up. She just might want you to make love to her for real. I'm serious. I've been with some women like that, man. They fine as fuck. They just want you to make love to them. They say you ain't knocking out no walls. You ain't doing shit. Seriously, I think J Lo would probably want a nigga to make love instead of beating that shit up like back in the day. That's why motherfuckers be leaving. She said, nope, that's a little bit too much. That's a little bit too aggressive. You probably said, well, can you turn it around? No, we ain't doing that right now. You got to beat me for a while for you to hit it from the back. J Lo, J Lo be breaking that shit down. Nope, that's not happening. And that's all. That's all a man. Look, that's all we would think about. It's like, God damn, J Lo got that fine ass. J Lo puts restrictions on that motherfucker. Nope, you ain't doing that shit until we've been together at least about 3-4 months, because that's more personal. So if I give you that right there, that means you have to hang around a lot longer. I need to make sure that I'm gonna get some time out you. That's when she started rationing that motherfucker and had you salivating. Seriously, that's some shit I know J Lo will do, man. She'll have your ass salivating. Do you want me to come over today? Nah, we good. We good. Try tomorrow. Try tomorrow. Come on here tomorrow. Then she call you up tomorrow. Hey, come over here on the weekend. She be playing mind games. We say, what's going on? Are we good or we ain't? Like, you want to kick it? What we got going on? J Lo just be playing mind games, have a nigga fiending for that shit. Then when you come over there, you want to be all nice, kiss her ass a little bit. And once again, be absolute clear. I don't kiss nobody ass, but she wants you to kiss her ass and shit. She wants you to be desperate. to get close again. Be teasing the motherfucker. You know how they do? Be teasing the motherfucker with some sexy ass outfits on. You're like, damn, this is it. She the one. Can you do me a favor? Can you go in there and clean that bathroom up for me? My kids wasted some shit on the floor. I was wondering, can you go clean that up right quick? She started having you do little the boy's mind type chores. I'm serious, dog. J-Lo, god damn, man. Trick Note in the building. What's good? Better have a lawyer or retainer at least before you date J-Lo. Man, you ain't never lied, dog. You got to get that attorney. Real talk, Andrew. You got to get that attorney. D'Angelo Russell. Yeah, there he is. D'Angelo Russell. God damn, the A1 informant. You know I got to speak on this shit right here. Listen, you talking to a nigga that's seen Iggy Azalea in person, right? I seen Iggy in person. Iggy is fine. She just look weird. Like Iggy, for her to have a body like that, she looks weird. Like I don't know what it is why dudes can't stay with her. But she has a body like no other. Anyway, yeah, D'Angelo Russell, he was the A1 informant. It was fucked up what he did, but goddamn Swaggy P out there doing what Swaggy does. You know what I'm saying? That's what he did. Just like they tried to do Glenn Rice doing the campaign run with Sarah Palin. Yes, man. See, Sarah Palin being over there in Alaska, they was trying to just keep Sarah Palin as white as she could be. They wanted her to be, a person that was a gun activist. She was all about the gun rights. They wanted her to be as perfect as possible. And then somebody was like, shit, she ain't as sweet as you think. They start trying to bleed over Glenn Rice over in there, man. You know how dirty campaigns get. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Sarah Palin, she seems like a wild chick, for real. Seriously. I'll leave her to another show. She seems like a wild chick, for real. That's why her daughter did what she did. That's real talk. Yeah, I hit her up in her DM. Shit. Why not? She got a private account anyway, but you can leave a message. But I want to see what J-Lo's about, man. Give a brother a shot. Let's know what's popping. Let's know what's popping, man. A lot of shit popping up down here in the ATL, so she wouldn't mind coming down here in the ATL. Come down here in the ATL, Shawty, hang out for a minute. Let me show you off. Shit, I walk up in the boxing match with J-Lo. Shit, I won't have to ever worry about credentials again. Everybody who's showing their ass, and you know who you are, be like, hey, World Combat, don't worry about a thing, man. You good for life, dog. You don't have to worry about putting in and requesting credentials anyway. We didn't know you was rolling like that. I say, yeah, man, we good. I've been on J-Lo. She good people, bro. Solid. We just kicking it. We just trying something new. That's all. Doing what old people do. See if it's something on the back end of life that we can link up with. Become a unit. You know what I'm saying? See, can we become a unit on our way out to the dirt? See, can we mesh together? See, can we marry up this relationship and do something special? That's all. That's what I'm thinking, man. I might wake up in the morning and goddamn get a response. I'll tell her straight up. I said, J-Lo, a part of what I do is media, so I have to snap some shots. And J-Lo be like, you ain't snapping no shots until I say you snapping shots. You ain't about to put me out here on shit. That's part of the NDA right there. You didn't read the whole thing, did you? I said, yeah, I read it, but I was just asking you to take some shots, though. Just to have on the hard drive. That's all. I got my equipment in the car. We good? I'm just gonna take some photos and use some you can use. Okay, when you done taking them, give me the motherfucking card. I ain't giving you shit. I ain't giving your ass shit. Trick note, they say J Lo do seem like a type of woman who doesn't want to put work in the bedroom, or you put work in on her. On the cat probably ain't all that, but I would love to try. Man, I'm telling you, fellas, it's been women. I speak about foreign country because everywhere I went in foreign country, I was out of the club, I was out in the nightlife, right? Some of these women that just have these bodies on them. You're just like, wow. Unless they petite, the petite women will take you for a ride though. They will put you on the BBR. You can figure out those acronyms yourself. But some of these women that got fine ass bodies, man, that work out, they can't take no dick at all. They want you to make love to them, treat them right, so their body, is like a temple. But as far as you doing anything else, nah, these motherfuckers, they are very, very limited. They want you to do all the work. And that's potentially, I'm not saying that's J-Lo, because, I don't want her listening to this shit and say, damn, why this nigga trying to get with me? He don't think I'm worth shit. I do. I do. I'm just thinking right off the rip, as far as your relationships going down the drain, who's flushing them? You or them? Because you got a fine ass. You must be holding off from them even touching your ass. J-Lo might just be letting the motherfucker stick the tip in over and over again, teasing them, and then say, okay, now go to sleep, think about it. Motherfucker go to sleep, want want to run fuck out that motherfucker, dog. I'm serious, man. J-Lo on some other shit, dog. I'm telling you, man, something ain't right, y'all. Something is not right about J-Lo. These motherfuckers should be staying put for a while. 2 years, bro. 2 years, an engagement, and it's over. It's done. J Lo got one. Look, J Lo has one of the baddest bodies in the game for her age. You know what? Let me look up something right quick. I'm just curious. I need to know J Lo's age, right? I just want to know J Lo's age. I don't know her age per se. Damn, J Lo's 51 years old. Shit. She don't have a motherfucking crease in her skin, do she? Jesus, 51 years old. Shouty. She bad. Damn. Man, she has so many looks too. The only thing I can think of with J Lo is she might be evil as fuck. She might be so quick to tell a man that she don't need her. That might be it, dog. She might be so quick to say, "What can you offer me? You can't offer me shit. I don't need you. I built all this on my own. Where were you? You wasn't around." I said, "I wasn't around because I was on the outside looking to see if I wanted to be around. Now shut your ass up. Be nice so I can think about showing up tomorrow. I'm trying to see why your ass single so much. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to give you some advice for us." I'm looking at all these pictures, man. Her pictures to me just don't look like a female that's happy inside. I'm just saying. I'm saying she just don't look that way. She just don't look that way. Girl is nice though. J-Lo absolutely has that body, boy. Even with no makeup on, man, she's still sexy as shit. She got some pictures. She got so many pictures out here in different looks, different styles. She probably spent so much time being glammed up. But she's a really sexy woman with no makeup on. Damn. Dancer. I wonder why that nigga rolled out. Like the dancer. They was engaged? Do y'all know that she was engaged to this dancer? Jennifer Lopez and Casper Smart fighting over age gap. Singer shuts off engagement rumors. She was engaged to this dude. Wow, she's looking for love, man. Wow, J Lo's looking for love, man. She was engaged to this dude, man. Casper. That's what his name, Casper. She was engaged to this man. I think I can be the next one she get engaged to. If she rocking with the brothers again, because Diddy fucked that up. Hmm. Godzone said, all body, no brain. I think J Lo has a brain though, bro, because she's made it the way she has, man, and she has pretty decent income for herself. You know what I'm saying? She's well off in my opinion. But I think with the way she came up being a dancer and then turned actress and everything else she had to deal with in life, she probably felt like she did all this shit on her own. She was a hard worker. She built her empire. Her name alone, J Lo, Jennifer Lopez, you can't fuck with it. I think she's that type of chick, bro. Like I truly believe she thinks wholeheartedly. But she might have a good side though, because I'm looking at Casper. It's all coming back to me when the news break that she was dating her dancer, and they had an issue with the age gap. So I'm curious, with the age gap, was it that J Lo was trying to boss him around a little bit too much, or he just had a problem because he was still in the streets and wanted to enjoy his life, and J Lo probably wanted to lock that nigga down and give him a hall pass once a week. You can't do that to a young dude. You can't turn him into an old mature. If he's in his 20s, you can't turn him into an old mature 30-year-old plus just because y'all together. Tell me, we're gonna do things together. That's all you have to think about. I'm not gonna have you out here in these streets. You representing me. She might have told him that, dog. And Casper said, I'm representing you. Say, yeah, you represent Jennifer Lopez. You know who it is. So watch yourself out there. That nigga probably couldn't go out unless he was with her. So he said, you know what? I'm out. Imagine that shit. They was engaged, man. You know what? Now that I found out, I have to find out how many times was Jennifer Lopez engaged. I just want to know how many cats she's been engaged to. Because maybe I need to pull the plug on this shit. Because somehow, some way, it's easy. Jennifer Lopez is looking for something in engagement. She's I don't know if it can be love. And what the fuck are you looking for though? So Jennifer Lopez engagements. Okay. So who has she been engaged to? Put all the damn tea out this motherfucker. Damn. Is that Tom Cruise? No, that ain't Tom Cruise. Let me see. This is the first time J-Lo. Okay, for the first time J-Lo walked down the aisle, she married Johnny Noah, 1997, who's a restaurant owner at the time. He gifted her $100,000 pear-shaped diamond engagement ring. They parted ways after a year of marriage and got divorced, but the ring she received from him will always be special. So, this dude owned the restaurant. That was off. She was engaged to Chris Judd. She's on her second engagement, y'all. What the fuck? Why I didn't look this shit up ahead of time? Chris Judd was her second husband, who she met doing making her Her Love Don't Cost a Thing music video. It's always somebody that's making a motherfucking video. It was in the year 2001 when Judd did a background dance. Judd then was a background dancer at her show, proposed to her with an emerald cut ring, whose estimated worth is six figures. Lopez did not give it a second thought and said yes to him, but sadly, his marriage also did not last long, and they both got divorced around a year. They can't even last a year with her. What the fuck is wrong with J-Lo? They can't even last a year with this chick. Y'all all know her shit about Ben Affleck. I say this shit right here. She got engaged to Ben Affleck in year 2002. Colored diamond trend was not so much in fashion, but when Ben proposed to her with the pink diamond engagement, she brought the colored stones into fashion. Engagement ring was a massive 6.1 carat. 6.1 carat reportedly cost him a whopping 1.2 million. She has these niggas coming out the pocket for 1.2 mics. Their engagement didn't make it to marriage, and they both broke off their engagement in 2004 just before the wedding. Jesus Christ. Mark Anthony, damn, bro. I forgot you was married. You was trying to get with her. Mark was an ex of hers who she went back to after breaking it off with Ben. See, that's what I'm telling you. She went back to Mark after Ben. They got married in 04, ended with divorce 2014 when Mark proposed to her. He did so by Harry Winston diamond, which weighed 8.5 carats. The cost of the diamond ring was estimated $4 million. Now, isn't that a worthy? God damn. She is the motherfucking Black Widow. Alex Rodriguez spent $5 million. I see what's going on. Mark Anthony bought her a ring for $4 million, and Alex Rodriguez bought her one for $5 million. J-Lo is all about this ring shit, y'all. J-Lo is all about having a motherfucker get her a huge ass ring that got money, and she keep that shit and fuck up the engagement and fuck up the marriage. Something seriously crazy about her, man. I knew Alex Rodriguez's ring would have to be more than Mark Anthony, because in her eyes, you cannot get me a ring that costs less than the dude who just bought me one previously. That's the MO with damn J-Lo. You have to get her shit over and over. So and so bought me a $4 million ring. So Rodriguez had to go out and get her $5 million ring. His had to be cut and weighed more. Damn. Wow. What's going on? It's not that late. I've been up to like 3:30, 4 o'clock, but being that the fights, it's not a heavy fight night, I just decided to come on and talk about something off topic of boxing. She looking for your bank account cash. Shit. I'll tell you what. They up here spending $5 million. Something tells me that J-Lo is all about who can get her the biggest fucking ring. She doing all those points where she was engaged or getting married. The ring for the next guy increased. Why is that? How can somebody know what was the price tag of your ring previously unless you tell them? Not only does she probably have a quick temper, she's materialistic. She's demanding. Because if you would have told me that Alex Rodriguez bought her a ring that was equal or lower in value than Mark Anthony, and she accepted it, cool. But she didn't. She want each man that she's with to be a step. So you know what? Now I get it. Gold digger. I ain't looking for a gold. But she ain't messing with a bro. Hell yeah. For real. I think she's a gold digger. I truly do. I think she's a gold digger for sure. It's disappointing though. That's very disappointing. I totally forgot how many dudes that she was engaged with. For real. And you know, the one name that was on the list was Diddy. Diddy didn't pop no engagement ring to her, none of that shit. But most of the guys were Hispanic or white that she kicked it with. Like I said, Diddy fucked it up for the brothers because after Diddy, it was no more. If my understanding, after Diddy, it was no more. She dated those type of cats or whatever. And for what I see, people, let me go back down. Before Mark Anthony had a $4 million ring, right? So we go to Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck had a 6.1 carat, and his ring was only 1.2 million, y'all. It was a 6.1 carat. So her shit to Mark Anthony was a 8 point. See, even the carats increased. Ben Affleck was a 6 point. You know what I'm saying? A 6.1 carat. Mark Anthony was an 8.5 carat, 4 million. Jesus. Alex Rodriguez was a 15. Look, 50. Alex Rodriguez went from 8.5 to 15 carats, y'all. $5 million ring. Keep this out though. Let me go back. Let me go back to Judd. They didn't put it, they only waited till they got to the big ballers to talk about the big rings. So going back to her first husband, he gifted her $100,000 pear-shaped diamond. No wonder they didn't stay together. No wonder. This dude gave her $100,000 pear-shaped diamond engagement ring. She probably looked at that shit and said, "Oh shit, this is cute, man. This is so adorable. Where did you get this at? Was it on the clearance sale, like at the local pawn shop? Where you get?" Dude spent 100,000, and from 100,000, every other ring. Look at Judd. Look what they say. The background dancer at her show proposed to her with an emerald cut ring, estimated worth was 6 figures. Man, she's weird as fuck, man. She's weird as fuck. Ben Affleck, 6.10, 1.2, to 4 million with Mark Anthony, all the way up to 5 million. This is absolutely led by Jennifer Lopez. This shit is absolutely all her. I'm telling you, she is the motherfucking Black Widow. She can't stay married because it's things she's doing in the marriage that she has money, but these rings that she has, where are all the rings going when it's over? You want to sit up there and cry and shit until you ain't getting your ring back? This motherfucking ring Alex gave her was $5 million, man. You trying to tell me she kept it? She kept $5 million ring, bro. A $5 million ring. Combined with Mark Anthony's, that's 9-10 million. And then combined to the next, we're looking at a little bit more, a couple more million. Damn, this female's crazy. J-Lo is motherfucking crazy, dog. I truly forgot how many times people committed to her to get married. And she has all these fucking engagement rings. Fuck the body. Andrew said, drain you dry. Yeah, just like a prune on a stove. Have your ass wrinkled up. J-Lo, can you come help me out? Shut up. Shut up. I'm going shopping. J-Lo be treating you like you motherfucking hospice care and shit. Be having you goddamn malnutrition. That whole list you read off is dudes giving her rings. That's crazy. Man, it is, man. These motherfuckers somehow fell into the entry. What was the entry? What was so inviting about the entry? To get to a point to say, in a short period of time, we want to engage. Man, this is her, bro. This is her. Like, when you have all these men that are trying to get so close to a woman like J-Lo so quickly, who is suggesting engagement? It has to be her, bro. Like, J-Lo isn't J-Lo is up here suggesting motherfucking engagement. I think she's wooing these dudes with her body, her persona, everything that she got around her. She's really allowing them to feel comfortable in a relationship with her. Once they slide that motherfucking rock on that finger, then that's when she probably lose her fucking mind and start treating them like shit. And then so she can break off the engagement and say, guess what? Y'all motherfuckers ain't getting this ring back. You want to make some bets? I bet y'all ain't getting this ring back. Just imagine how that feels though for average stimulus checks receiving type citizens like ourselves. What if you was to go spend your whole stimulus check on a female that you thought that was the one, and you're gonna get her a nice engagement ring? We're talking about the affordable citizens out here, right? You spent your whole motherfucking stimulus check, and then a week after she get that damn shit, she say, shit ain't working. I don't know what it is. I'm just not feeling it. I want to call this engagement off. And then you be like, well, let me get that ring back then because I still have time to take it back. You won't have it. She said, no, you ain't getting this back. Then it turns into something else. And the way I look at J-Lo, bro, she looks like the type of chick that'll call the police and know damn well they're going to show her favoritism. Real talk. She give me that vibe that she'll call the damn law enforcement and she'll get that preferential treatment. She is a motherfucking ring bandit. She's heisting the motherfucking bank through rich ass men. Wow. And she's probably saying, got him. She probably be in the bed laying next to us right after sex, right? When a motherfucker is weak in the mind. And she bring up that shit. She say, I never would have thought that you and I would be connected the way we were. I mean, we're just on different levels. I feel the energy. You're much different than Ben Affleck. You're much different than Mark Anthony. Seriously, it's almost like you're my soulmate. Alex was like, oh yeah? You see, papi. She start talking that Spanish to you, that Espanol. Be warming motherfuckers up. You come through the door. Buenas noches, papi. Motherfucker be saying, okay, shit, I gotta get her something special. She really love me. I gotta go get her something special. Then that's when you go in them high-end stores, find a diamond that none of her other exes have. And of course, it's already been said out her mouth that Mark Anthony spent 4 mics. So he got to go get 5 mics on that motherfucker. God damn. That's unfucking believable. This whole list of dudes giving her rings, that's crazy. I agree, man. Enough carrots for all the rabbits in the world, but not one woman, bro. My old lady be like, Trick, when am I going to get that ring? I said, as soon as I get out of the oh shit, that's a classic, man. I ain't gonna lie, that's a slick one now. He said, as soon as I get out this tub in my rags box. That's a classic, man. Good shit, man. She gonna get the ring in that motherfucking tub. I get you. Oh Oh man, that's hilarious, bro. For real. J Lo got a black market diamond guy on speed dial. Absolutely, bro. Hey, can I believe that shit, bro? I believe she has her own personal jeweler that would show up at her any given time. And man, she probably be getting hurt coming off her rings with him for top dollar. You know what I'm saying? She didn't pay for the ring. So if he can give her some money close to what was paid for it, she's coming out nice. Especially if you give it to her cash. Seriously, man. J Lo is a Spanish black widow, bro. Like she be ruining engagements so she can keep these rings. She's something's not mentally there with J Lo, bro. Something's not mentally there, man. She's not even going all the way to get married to these men. She's breaking off. They're breaking off the relationship before it even happened. Like everybody was surprised that she married Mark Anthony, but I know deep down inside, say, man, that shit ain't gonna work. They look like a weird ass couple. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. And then with Ben Affleck, you remember the picture he posted when they was out on the yacht and he was rubbing suntan lotion on her ass. I'm saying, nigga, that ain't the first time somebody done felt on that ass, man. Like, come on, it's ass at the end of the day, but they was doing it for the cameras and shit. Trying to get people lusting. And you say you way better than Ben Affleck. Man, Ben Affleck, man, I couldn't see that relationship either. I didn't quite get where that came about. Why she was kicking with him. But, you know, it happened. But the biggest question of it all though, of all of this, are dudes just mesmerized that it's Jennifer Lopez before they get in this relationship? Because what's evident is her previous relationships. People are understanding what has, transpired in her previous relationships. They know motherfuckers has been in there with pretty decent money. Everybody she have a notable relationship with was financially well stable or business orientated or successful. And she picked these type of individuals, from entrepreneurs to actors to athletes and motherfucking singers. You know what I'm saying? And singers. So she went all across the motherfucking genre of occupations, that's of individuals that's on the highest level. Man, that's wild. Hmm. Wow. Let me see what else they got to say about her, man. How much did Jennifer Lopez engagement? I don't want to know that shit or business. 5 engagement rings. Wow. 5 engagement rings. Okay. So Jennifer is on this other site showing her engagement rings. So therefore, she was all about the engagement ring. She's loony, man. Somebody cracked her in the motherfucking head, man. Or she might just be a gold digger, like they said. Seriously. She might just be a gold digger where she like to use motherfuckers and get as much as she can from them. But that ass, I guess that ass is the motherfucking entree, you know? Look how she's up here looking at Mark Anthony. She's looking at him like, you fool. Come on. You're not even somebody I would kick it with. But, she got that asset back there. She got the asset. That ring Mark Anthony purchased her, though, that shit was on point, though. I think Mark Anthony's ring looked better than Alex Rodriguez to be. To be honest with you, but I can really give a fuck. I just want to know who's her doctor. I just want to go to her doctor. So I'll say, look, I was thinking about sliding in freaking J Lo's DM. Is it a wise choice? Okay, I just want you to go through some of the records. Is it a wise choice? Because we'll come back. I was thinking about sliding in J Lo's freaking DMs, right? Because another one of her engagements burned to the ground, and I'm curious to know why. I'm curious. Can I last more than 2 years? I have nothing but time on my hand. Can I last more than 2 years? I want to get to the point where she starts speaking that engagement shit. I say, "Oh, I have a timeline. We're gonna get engaged. I have a timeline though. I'm gonna keep on telling her I have a timeline." And she can say, "It's going on 24 months. What are you gonna do?" I say, "No, my timeline is 36 months. I have a 36-month timeline. So we do 3 years. Zales, they might see us. You know what I'm saying? You shopped at Zales before? Okay, cool. Do 36 months. We might be talking. You know what I'm saying? But until then, continue to enjoy Spa Day and everything else that we the budge in. You know what I'm saying? Taco Tuesdays and Thursdays. You know, whatever. Some glasses of wine, some barefoot, shit like that. They are mesmerized by it being J Lo, just like brothers keep going over to the Kardashians. When you mention the Kardashians, right? I used to date this Indian chick. I will admit that she, in my opinion, had a body count, right? So I said to myself, shit. I mean, she was so sexy, she was different. I said, man, I still got to deal with it. I still, want to date or whatever. And believe it or not, she wasn't hoish like that. It was weird. It was just she wasn't hoish like that. She was really in a relationship. She'd really stick with one dude. But come to find out, I mean, outside of everything else being good, she was motherfucking extremely bossy, extremely bossy, and she liked going shopping for expensive shit. Now that just totally cover up all the good looks and everything. Fine as hell, good looks, all that. With the Kardashians and everything, being that they're Armenian, right? It might be a point in time where people just dream about, you know, laying up with a Kardashian. For real. You know what I'm saying? I think it may be okay. Nothing really to talk about. I'll be honest with you. Kim Kardashian's came a long way, but you have to give them they respect for making money, and people don't know what the fuck they do. Seriously, what do they do? Now she's getting cats out of prison. What do Kim Kardashian do? I mean, I would like if well, she can't do that. She got kids now. I was about to say she need to make another video, but she can't do that shit. But her and Kanye, from my understanding, they're in the same predicament as A Rod and motherfucking J Lo. They split. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like Courtney. Of all of them, the one with the kids, I like Courtney. She seems like she's more sound minded, but to me, all of them get out. The last one that I would fucking mess with, period, that I think that's so confused out of Kardashian is Chloe. That bitch done changed her motherfucking looks. She don't even look the same no more. And plus, she dated Lamar Odom. I just no. I can't do it. She had problems with the show American Idol, sitting equal treatment to Simon Cowell. Man, I'm telling you, Kim Kardashian is motherfucking entitled, dog. That's just point blank. Kim Kardashian of all people, J Lo, all these females, Holly Berry, They all entitled. That's why they should be breaking down. Because look, not everybody is acclimated to demands like that. Seriously. The first time I actually seen that shit when I was out, when I was frequenting some of these places, like I remember once again learning that shit at 17. I went into this restaurant to order a steak. Now, granted, I grew up off Happy Meals and shit and goddamn Burger King Whoppers. So I'm sitting here with a pocket full of money. I go in there and order a steak. But I never knew how it was to see rich people demand shit. I was like, damn, motherfucker, rude. Motherfucker will hit their glass, bang, bang, bang. Service, please. I'm like, what the fuck? I remember just being introduced to that. Like, I ain't never seen no shit like that. Motherfucker, can we hurry up, please? My food is getting cold. Hurry up. Then they'll run over there. Yes, how may we help you? Blah blah blah, and they'll take care of the customer. But the customer was extremely rude. I mean, I'm saying you would have did that shit in Popeyes. You probably would got your ass stumped out into the parking lot. I'm just saying that's how shit work on the outside of the house, man. Her billionaire husband wanted a 3-way on the ship. Yeah, man. See, them rich people do some freaky shit, man. For real. When I was over in California, they have a lot of swinger parties over in California. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot of weird. I won't say weird because it's not weird for everybody, but for me it is. Yeah, but they have a lot of parties where you have to come with somebody and then you just leave. Once you get there, you just leave and go about your business. And all it is an open field day of you being able to have sex with a random stranger. But you have to show up. You have to be a part of the club first and foremost, and then you have to show up with a female, and the female has to be understanding that this is about what's go down. So basically, you can go there and you can stay with your female if you want, or your female can go out and venture off other places and see other men. Yeah, for sure. I've dated 2 women in my life who actually had their shit together to where they were also the most demanding. They weren't crazy though. Hearing you say that, I'm pretty sure a lot of people, I mean, a lot of us have actually had that one being, okay, this wifey right here. But then it's according to where you at with, where were you at in life? Were you mature enough to keep her? Were you willing to lock it down and say, you know what? I'm going to change it up. I'm going to stay committed. I'm going to stay strong. I'm basically stay dedicated to what I have to do as a man. Most of the time, I'm gonna be honest with you. My mind wasn't there. The wifey got away. Seriously, the wifey got away. The ones who were supposed to be wifey got away. I can't fund their independence. That's my problem. Man, I'm gonna tell you, man, this shit is crazy. This shit is always gonna be crazy with the women because the ones that's our wifey, you have to be mature enough to make them that and keep them. There's no need to make them wifey and you're still in the streets. You know what I'm saying? But we sometimes don't learn that shit until after we make huge mistakes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us ain't mature to stay in a relationship with a female that's basically there. That may be your soulmate right there. But on the other part of it, immaturity, a lack of loyalty, not being committed to the relationship, just being in a relationship. A lot of that shit plays a huge difference in sustaining longevity in your relationship, man, throughout time. You find yourself out at 6 months, if that, and it's nasty. One or two things happen. You're going to be friends with your ex if you are able to split amicably, or you're going to be the enemy with your ex because basically you didn't take the relationship serious. You pretty much played around, got caught up in some shit and you kept on doing it. After you had makeup sex, you continue to do it, and she said, "Fuck it, you ain't for me. No, I ain't having no kids with you. Fuck that." Motherfucker said, "I ain't having no kids with your ass, man. You got me fucked up." That's unfortunate, though, man. Like in Japan, man, some of the women, the way they treat you, man, it's like, damn, this is what I could wake up to every day. Like some of the Japanese women over there was absolutely beautiful, and some weren't. But a lot of them treated the brothers. I'm just gonna go to the brother. They treated brothers like kings, right? I mean, like did everything for you, right? But that doesn't mean they're the ones you bring back over here to the states if you're from the South. Not where I'm from. Shit. A lot of people just change up. You got some people that's from the South, man. They go over there to that duty station and have a relationship. And man, the relationship with an Asian chick, I'm telling you, it's one of the best relationships you ever have. I'm telling you, they bring you food every day. Man, they just show you compassion like a motherfucker, right? Then y'all really start getting serious and shit. And then you have to make a choice once your enlistment or your tour comes to an end almost. You like thinking to yourself like, what do I do? Because this is the most fucked up thing about Japan, Australia, Korea, Thailand, Hawaii. All these places we visit and we're stationed at. Philippines, mainland Japan. Check this out. You establish a bond and sometimes love with these chicks who treat you like motherfucking KINGs, man. They treat you like uh something your mother's never did for you as far as respect, right? For some of us. Then it get to the end of your deployment, and this is where the military goes all wrong. Like you come up to a point, and if you go up to an office and you need advice, and you're thinking about marrying this chick, and y'all might have been dating a little over a year, they're gonna tell you everything you need, this, and this, and this, and this. They say if you plan on marrying, you need to hurry up and do it. This is the military, right? You need to hurry up and do it because you need to fill out your paperwork so it can be ready for you all to leave the island together. Now you got to go over to her and say, check this out. I don't want to leave you because once I leave you, I'm not going to be back over here for a year. And she's going to look at you like, oh my God, you're not going to come back over. You can't extend over here. That's what they want you to do. That's why a lot of motherfuckers end up doing a lot of years in Japan because they're in a relationship, right? So, boom, let's just take it that they get married. But first, she has to get it checked off the box with her family because Japanese are very family orientated. So she have to go to her family and ask her family if it's okay. Like you just don't know. The Japanese are very culturally meshed together, man. I'm telling you, like you have to go to their family, the father. You say, hey, I want to marry your daughter. And then you say, I gotta leave the island. So sometimes two ways. This is where it happened. You get married, right? They get married to a Japanese girl and take her back to the States. Boom. It's hard for her to acclimate over there because she barely know any English. And she's away from her parents. Now, what they didn't tell you in the second half of getting with a Japanese chick like this is the fact that they always want to go back home. They always want to go back home. They got to see their parents. You know how we leave home and we gone for our parents every now and then, and we'll drop back in on leave and we'll say, hey, what's popping? What's good? Yeah, 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 yeah. Boom, we out. We going back to the duty station. With them, they like to go home and see their parents and stay over there for like 4 months because they're close like that. They love each other. So this is where the dilemma comes into play when you marry someone in the Philippines and stuff like that. It's different. In Japan, um, I've seen fellas, I've seen some brothers marry Japanese girls and stay with them for the length of time, have all the kids you can imagine. I've seen some get to the States. and abandon their Japanese wife. I know some cats who did it, abandoned them. They find out, damn, they got there. They was living this Japanese so-called culture over there. They got back to the States and started seeing these different type of women. I'm telling you, we got different type of women over here, bro. So once again, you got to be mature on what you want in life with a woman. The Asian chick will give you everything you want in the household. They will love you and be loyal to you to no fucking end. But when you come back over here to the States and you see what these American women are eating, and then how they looking, how they dressing, you say shit. Then you find yourself in the street again. So it goes both ways or whatever. But check this out though. Filipinos are some of the most beautiful women over there, right? Back in the day when I was in there, I can't tell you how many times I went to the Filipino, but I had a nice time. But I'll leave it at that. I don't want Manny Pacquiao freaking sending me an email. I don't like what you say about my man. Please, when you go over to the Philippines, back when I was over there, you can pay a woman $20 for a week, and she'll be basically your wife. You come home from the deployment. Now when we deployed over there, we stayed over there the whole time we over there. Boom, she'll share you something to eat. Y'all be doing with wife and husband shit. I'm telling you, they know when the military man coming in. I'm telling you, people want to say what they say, but it's true, man. That shit was unfucking believable. But the difference between wifing a Filipino chick is the fact that this is what the attachment is. Back then, when I was over there, you can just about do your paperwork and get your permanent green cards before you go back to the States. So the Filipinos was getting married to the service members. And some of these service members was going over there just like I did on the deployment. And they was coming back with information on a chick that they had been kicking it with. And they don't know this chick has been doing this several deployments with different type of service members, but they've been treating them like they've never been treated before. So they come back to base. They have all the instructions, this, that, and the other. They tell the Filipino chick, hey, you need to come on here to Japan. I got you. I'll get you a room in the lodge if I can't keep you in the barracks, all this other shit. So they don't even know each other that long. They end up going to get married and they apply for their permanent green card. Now, this when I was over there in the 90s, you get your permanent green card, right? So these Filipinos were starting a hustle. They were starting a hustle to fuck the military men over just to get their family to the States, right? So they will marry the military servicemen. They will leave with a permanent green card, get over to the States where they had already had other Filipinos established and a place to stay. And they were leaving. They were leaving their military men, their military husbands. They was leaving them, abandoning them. Done, over. Then now that they have a permanent green card, you can't do shit about it. So they was trying to get their own family. They would go get jobs easy because Filipinos look out for each other when it comes to jobs. They would say, no problem. Come over here. We'll get you a job. I'm talking about a good job too. That's one thing I appreciate about Filipinos. So they'll bring their other family members over and stuff like that. Now, the ones who end up getting married early and stay over in Japan because they want to be over there with their family and shit like that, the Filipinos, more than likely the Filipinos will bring on an uncle, a brother, a mother to stay in your base housing. I'm serious. You get married, more than likely they'll bring over family members to stay in your base housing. This happened all the time. They cut back on it. After the scam was figured out about this permanent green card, how they was going to the States and abandoning military service members, they changed the rule to where they was giving them a temporary green card. and you have to be married to your husband. I'm not sure if it's still the same. You have to be married to your spouse 5 years before you get your permanent green card. But so many members, so many military members were screwed over. They was fucked over hard. They went over there, on that long ass flight, man. They get down, they doing house hunting. He's going down here to see his family. Then the Filipinos say, "Oh, I have some friends that's over here. I'll just call you up on this and that." And he don't know that's the last time, you know, that they're gonna see her. So she disappears and goes over here. She got her permanent green card, disappears. She link up with some other Filipinos that's in California because they love California, right? That's where all the jobs. You go over to California, you see a lot of Filipinos working on base. They working everywhere. So they go over there and disappear. And then he calling around. And the military is not going to go locate your wife for you. She got a permanent green card off your ass. Y'all still married. So what they would do is call back. She'll call back maybe about a week. Oh, I was with family. And then and the dude be like, so when you coming home? Have you got a house yet? I'm still looking for a house. I'm staying here. Okay, I'm just gonna stay. I'm with my auntie. I'm with this. I'm good. So she's basically telling you, okay, I'm good with family. Go ahead and get a house first. Motherfucker, go get a house. And she never comes to the house. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. I can't fund their independence. That's my problem. What do you think about T.I. and Tiny? T.I. and Tiny always knew that they had other situations going on just to keep it, somewhat interesting. But from what I'm hearing about all these allegations that's coming out, I can't really talk about it because I know some people that's in that group. Real talk. I'm gonna keep that shit because T.I.'s an OG down here. He knows a lot of people, and the motherfuckers be listening. I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, them two wild people. Even when she was in Escape, seriously, and even when she was in Escape, why do you think he came back after leaving? Why do you think he came back to her through all of this? Because it was shit going on with motherfuckers trying to goddamn look for him, his Fed shit, motherfuckers trying to set him up. It was too much going on. He was out there thinking he was gonna kick it with this female, that female, but it was always somebody trying to set him up. So he say, shit, why don't I just go back to the chick I trust? I trust Taney. I trust her. And then when he saw Tiny up there dancing with Floyd, he lost it, bro. He lost it. Floyd Mayweather of all people, grinding on his girl. Man, T.I. went over there and threw hands. That's what type of dude he is. He said, "You got me fucked up, dog. We can do a lot of fucked up shit to one another, but don't grind on my chick like that. Like that's my wife, shawty. Like don't do that. We'll be in different places in life." And I guess she was trying to teach him a lesson from him going out here cheating on her. Men, you know how we do. We'll do the dirt, but we don't want that shit thrown back at us, especially the visual. We don't want a motherfucker, getting with our girl like that. Hell no. Well, man, that shit was crazy. The shit with Thailand though. We just have a huge deployment over to Thailand, bro. Thailand used to have dudes coming back over to motherfucking the base and some of the motherfuckers get kicked off the island because they done caught some shit over there. Because Thailand, that place is real big on whorehouses. And them motherfuckers be going over there, they be getting your ass drunk and be having you do some shit. You gotta be careful going over there to Thailand. They go over there and get your ass drunk. And them motherfuckers be going down on these prostitutes, be catching shit in their mouth. These motherfuckers have to get kicked out off the island so they won't spread the shit. Man, I'm telling you, man, that is, if you want to talk about a footprint where marriages was crushed and where marriages was motherfucking made, that would be Japan. That was a stopping point. From Japan, you go to Philippines, you go to motherfucking Thailand, Korea. You can go all over the place. That's where the marriages was made and where they was broken. Remember, I told you this. For those of you that might have some kids that's going in the military, and I'm saying this as genuine as if we know each other, as if we talked and broke bread. If your kid is going to the military, explain to them, do not ever get married until they have 10 years in. After 10 years, no one, because most of the time, people, they don't plan on staying on 10 years good. They plan on staying in to retire. Make sure they don't get married or anything or have kids. If you have kids, still don't get married till after 10 years because they pretty much going to give your retirement, a big portion of it, to your baby's mother. After you get a divorce. Because a lot of military members, they have a baby, they get married for the wrong reason, and the shit don't work. But they'll stay married to you the entire time till you get out 20. And then they'll take you to court once you go through the divorce. And then say, I couldn't start a career, I couldn't do this and all this other shit. And then they'll get a portion of retirement. And they didn't even work. They didn't even work. But this is the swan song in that. A judge will say they did work because they had to take care of the home while you was deployed. They had to take care of the kids alone when you was deployed. You know what I'm saying? They didn't lace up the boots, but they did lace up the boots. They did just about the work while you was going in deployment. I say, oh my God. When you was in combat, they was here taking. I was like, oh my God, stop. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. Just be careful with your kids going to the military. I'm saying this in all genuine. Don't let your kid go in the military and get married and under 10 years old. 10 years in, if they plan on staying in 20. Because if that spouse they're with, female, and she stays with them, they get married and they just say they first tour and he goes on to retire, she's gonna rate half of his retirement. I'm just letting you know. The military can care less about the service member when it comes to the divorce, when it comes to the broken homes. Military is some of the worst group of families that you will ever meet. Don't ever believe that the ghetto has the worst families. The ghetto have nothing on the military families. Families are broken up all the time. People go up here and go to freaking Iraq. They go to combat. They come back fucked up, and they come back to a household that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Always remember that shit. We got the worst families, period. We got so much shit going on in our house where your kids are just turning a teenager. Boom, you go on deployment for 6 months. You come back, your kids acting different. They've been in some shit. Your daughter's acting different. Your son's acting different. You might have found out, one of your sons was smoking weed. You say, hell no, I know he didn't. I know he ain't. Get over here. Let's talk. You got to get order back in. And then once you get order, you got to go back out for another deployment. And in 2.5 months, boom, you out on another deployment. Military families are some of the worst families in society. But since they're on the other side of the government, people don't hear about it too much. Why? Because they feel like everything is cool. You know what I'm saying? They feel like we got everything taken care of. That's just not the case. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just giving you all the game you need so you can have a happy family that can last longer and be more you can have more of a union if your kid go into the military. Because believe me, your kid might come home with a chick, your son might come home with a chick and say, this is somebody I'm serious with, right? They end up having a baby, get married, get divorced. Your kid come home and tell you, well, I got to pay her child support for this long. It's coming out my check. The military is going to garnish your wages for your kid. If you're not the one taking care of it, they're going to garnish your wage for your kid. You'll never see it. Every time you get promoted, that raise that you get, that percentage is automatically deducted and goes straight to her account. So she's happy. She's here. You get promoted. Cool. You getting promoted. Outstanding. We love you. Keep getting promoted, baby. She keep getting paid. The benefit is not for the uniform. Just remember that. It's no strict marriage counseling class to keep a family together once you out the service. Like your kid, let's just say you have a kid early and you stay in for 20 years. Your kids are around other kids. You're living on military installation. But when you grow a family in the military, it's going to be straight out destruction. It's going to have some solid points when you're in there and you're going to love life. But when your kids start to grow up and you have to leave a duty station. But this is the fucked up thing about this military life. When you have to leave a duty station and your kids have made friends that they love to be around, they have made friends, and you tell them they have to leave, they are upset. They are sad as fuck. Remember, I told you that. Remember, that's an intricate part in keeping your family together. I've seen families go all to hell and go into a divorce and everything. Why? Because kids didn't want to leave a certain duty station. And then their pops, he couldn't stay there anymore because they have a quota. He has to leave. I've seen service member get out the military all because their kids didn't want to go to another place because they wanted to stay right there. So they had to get out the military and get a different job, give up their career because their kids want to stay in one place. Military members separating with their wives, going over here overseas in Japan for a full year, and then some of them come back home, everything's good, and some of them come back home to an empty house because the wife done picked up and moved to a different house off base. They can do that. You know why they can do that? Always remember why they can do that. It's because you have to give your wife or you have to give a family member a power of attorney to make sure your shit is good here in the States. A power of attorney, they can get credit cards in your name back in the day. They can go purchase a car with your shit. Power of attorney, they can take care of your bills and everything else. You can come home and find yourself in 15 or 20,000 more dollar debt from giving them a power of attorney. But someone has to have a power of attorney on your stuff to take care of your belongings and everything. And it's tough, bro. It's tough, man. Tone in the building. What's good? What's good? The worst, the worst ghetto in the world when it comes to families being split apart, fragmented, broken homes, it's military, period. I'm being absolutely honest. Off this boxing shit, military families are the most broken, fragmented, distorted that you will ever run into in life. You have I can tell you 20 families that I knew while I was active duty. Because active duty, when you're on base, you're around other kids. When you pick your kids up and leave and they gotta get pulled out of school, do you know how bad that is? Your kid been in the duty station for 3 years. Sometimes your parents can give an extension of another year, 4 years. So they've been there for 4 years. They have established a bond, a loving relationship, friendship with one another, right? You know, your kids might be teenagers, they might have girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatever the case. But they found out their parents have orders to move. That shit breaks up a family, bro. That shit destroys a family. And look, military don't want to hear about that shit. Well, your kids, I don't know what they're gonna do, but you have an obligation. You swore in on the oath. So your family gonna go with you regardless if they like it or not. They don't care. I'm gonna be honest with you, they don't care. But your kids have established a relationship with other kids for 3 to 4 years, and now they have to leave and go elsewhere. Kids ain't trying to hear that. They rebel. They start acting out. I've seen all that shit. I've seen motherfucking families torn apart, man. You know, imploded. They shit broke apart. Divorces happen only because the kids didn't appreciate the obligation that they pops had or they mother had. They didn't appreciate the shit. So they just like, I'm gonna rebel. So that drew the parents apart in their marriage because the kid was trying to stick with the strongest parent to get what they want. So you get a divorce. So then you go a couple of years and then you end up getting married again. So the minimal marriages of people who stay in retired in the military is two. You allowed to get two marriages. Easy. Easy. What's going on, 215? Salute to you. But most people don't even want to talk about that shit, but it is true, man. The military lifestyle is something unique in itself. You have broken homes all the time. You have broken home all the time. And then peep this out. You can go to a duty station, which is your last duty station, and you say, okay, I'm moving back down to North Carolina. You move back down to North Carolina, your kid tell you, your kid end up graduating one place. I'm gonna stay up here. Your kids tell you he gonna stay. No, what are you talking about? You coming back with us? No, I'm gonna stay over here. I'm out of school right now. I'm 18 years old. I'm gonna stay over here with so and so. And you look at yourself like, nah, I don't think that's a good idea. You coming back over here. They trying to tell you, no, I'm out of high school. I can pretty much do what I want. Your kids will tell you some shit like that in the military. And you gotta think to yourself, like, okay, they right, but this is not the place I want you to be. I want you to be close to family. And you have to understand when your kid go off into the military, they're away from family. You've been away from family. So your kid treating you like you treated them. They say, okay, I'm staying over here. You go back. Where y'all going? Go back. I'm good. They done got so numb to pops leaving all the time. Now that he's in the position, he's out of school, graduating. He said, "Cool, I'll do the same thing. Me and my friends, we just gonna, get this lease and stay in the same house. I'm gonna get a job out here." That's tough on families. That's like, God damn. So and so's actually gonna stay out here. Wow, I can't believe that shit. But it happens, people. Believe me. Ain't gonna lie, man. If I can change anything about anyone who's tuning in about having kids, going in the military, just be careful about that shit. Be very careful, man. I'm not discouraging you from going to the military, but the marriage life in there, the motherfucking quick, how we call it drive through spouses. You know what I'm saying? You get a spouse in a drive through. It's fast food. You know what I'm saying? By the time you finish and shit, you head towards your first divorce. You got to be careful about that. You got to be careful about picking up babies just to make more money. Your kids will do some fucked up shit you never think they'll do. Because in the military, you are broke in the beginning. But how they get past broke is they sometimes get married too early so they can start getting BAH and housing allowance. That means your check can go up for like on the first, your check might be for your rank. It might be 859. But you get housing allowance because you're getting married now. Your shit might be um over $2,000. So you go from 850 to to above $2,000, man. All because you got married. So a lot of people just get married, man, and they ain't ready, and they end up being the shit affect their job. They start being reprimanded for it, and they end up getting a divorce. But during the time, sometimes they stay together. It's almost like a a college relationship or something. They just living with a person. You had people who got married like that to be seeing other people, but then it comes down to a point where you have to leave the duty station. So if you're married on paper, you can go to another duty station without your spouse. You can. You can be separated and still married. But you definitely have to have an idea what they doing. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you got going on over there? Like, because if y'all are married, the other one can get, personal banking information and stuff in your name because you're married. It can become really bad. Credit cards and shit like that, they can get them in your name. So be very careful about that. You don't have to go back to the same duty station in the States with your wife, because that's sometimes that don't happen. But then you also have to turn around and make sure you don't get a joint account, and she don't have access to all your information and get credit cards in your name. Because let's just say your spouse get a credit card in your name, and you gave her permission just to look, you gave her permission just to use $1. Let's just say the balance on that card is 30,000. You gave your wife that's in another area permission to use $1 on that motherfucker. Yeah, go up to the PX, get a couple of shirts. I need some PT shorts and all that. Yeah, get some shoes. I heard they got them Asics out there. Get some shoes. That's all she need. She's in a whole nother location, and you gave her permission to use a credit card. Now, when she start charging up shit in your name, and then y'all start arguing, and she say, "Oh, we're just gonna get a separation," and you don't hear from her no more, you're gonna get that bill. You're going to get that bill, and you know what? They're not going to check the cameras in the PX to see who charged the items. It's your name. It's your finance. You're going to pay for it because you gave her permission. She's going to say, he gave me permission to use the card. I used it. So what are you talking about? It ain't shit you got to say to me. I'm good. So many service members got fucked over from that. Believe it. You have service members coming back off deployment. Their wife got new cars in their name. In their name, people. I ain't lying. In their name. Your wife picked up a car in your name while you was gone. And you saying, like, who the fuck told you to do that? Like, what's the payment on that car? Oh, it's not that bad. It's like $550. Listen, another gem for you. When your kid go into the military, they can go to any car dealership, and your kid can be an E1, E2. And they say, what kind of car you want? We can get you in this car. We can finance you in this car. You in the military, you're going to get paid. Cool. What they'll do is they have you bring in your leave and earning statement, proving that you get paid, this, that, and the other. And they'll put you on a crazy month finance. They'll put you something like 70. They'll put you motherfucking 72 months. Man, that shit, 80 months. They was putting motherfuckers on these crazy plans because you're in the military. And they're going to get their money either way. Time you default, and go deep in delinquency, all they're gonna do is call your command and say, "Hey, you owe this. You need to take care of it, else we're gonna garnish your pay." But not only that, they will give you a huge finance plan like that and put you at 3 or 4%. That's still a bit much to be on a plan with 3 or 4%. If they're gonna put you on a plan like that, it should be like 1% interest. You know what I'm saying? But be careful. Make sure your kid is not taking. Um, Help your kid get a car, man. Don't be like me. My pops didn't help me get shit. But I wasn't the one who went out here and bought a sports car initially. I bought a cheap one. First time buyer's plan, I bought a cheap car. I was good. But yeah, just something to help y'all out, man. A lot of people know individuals in the military and they won't even ask them these things. Like, you really need to know something so your kid won't ruin their life. If your kid is planning on going to the military, a daughter, a daughter. I was up here telling a relative of mine about a situation with this female going into the army recently, right? And they thought I was being negative because I was, a Marine, retired Marine. They thought I was just giving old man shit, right? So I said, check this out. Her daughter's going into the military. She needs to be very careful about not becoming a housewife in under 4 years. And they kind of laughed that shit off. I think I was joking. I said, I'm serious, because that happens a lot in MOS school. MOS school is where you go to school to learn your job, right? So in MOS school, I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of fucking going on. It's a lot of motherfucking partying going on, a lot of drinking, a lot of that shit, right? So she goes in the army boot camp, passes, goes to school, comes out of school, her first duty station, boom, pregnant. So all along, I'm not keeping up with her. I talked to another relative. She said, so and so's coming home with her husband. I'm like, well, hold up, pause for a second. You talking about so and so who just went in the military? Like, she haven't even been in there 2 years already? That one? Yeah. I said, so why is she coming here with a husband already? And then she said, oh, she's about to have her baby. I think she's gonna have her baby before she get down here. I said, she haven't even been in the military and she already popped out a baby and they married. Perfect example. But look, the relatives down here in the South, they don't want to hear that shit. They naive to that. I told them, I said, be careful about your daughter. They have 4 girls, and that one decided to go into the military. I said, be careful. She's gonna become a housewife. Sure enough, she came down here for Thanksgiving. She got a husband that the family met. Everybody was so, oh, it's good to have you here. I said, what the fuck? Look, these motherfuckers don't even know I'm in the military. I don't say shit because I don't want them feeling uncomfortable. None of that shit. These little young warriors that just got here. If they're Marine, I'll speak. I'll say, what's up? But all the other ones that I didn't go to their boot camp and they got all this other good shit going on. Her having a kid early, getting married early is the same shit I told her mom. Well, a relative of mine told her mom, and her mom up there embracing that dude. Man, I'm like, why are you embracing this dude? They young. They probably won't even stay married that long. And she's gonna be right back down here, getting out the military too early, and she want to stay at your house, all this shit, taking care of the kid. Tomorrow, hey, don't worry about it, mom. I'm going to look for a job today. July roll around. Hey, don't worry about it. I'm going to look for a job today. September. Hey, mom, don't worry about it. I'm going to look for a job today. Can I leave the baby here with you? I'm not lying, people. I'm not lying to you, man. I'm just telling you a portion of what I experienced in life too. What's going on, Michael Lewis? How you feel, bro? And you just said it right there, WCS, young individuals um, getting enticed by benefits offered to married couples and jump in. That is true, man. It's unfortunate that it's true. These young people wanting, they'll tell their parents after the fact. I'm talking about after they've been married for a year. They've been over here getting benefits and benefits and benefits. And if you hang around enough, you're going to get pregnant. I'm saying the female hang around, fucking around, playing this house, you're going to get pregnant. And then when you get pregnant by a dude that don't even want to be with you. But since y'all was playing house together, now you got a baby on deck, and it's one person that's going to benefit from you. If the dude ain't willing to step up and take care of the kid by himself or jointly, which is damn near impossible when you're that young, well, she's going to get a portion of his check, and also she's going to get paid for daycare. So anything he do while he's in the Marine Corps, I'm just using Marine Corps for example. Every time he promotes from E2, E3, E4, anything he gets a raise from the Pentagon, a portion of that is going to go to child support. He's never going to see the money. He's never going to see the raise. He's going to see his leaving earnings statement. They're going to show where they're taking out the child support, and it's going to go directly to her account, direct deposit. Guarantee you that. Michael Lewis said, growing up military, 89% of the marriages I saw were marriages of convenience, of swinger scenarios. Because of the stuff we're talking about, man, you're triggering old memories for me. Yes, man. I try to keep it classy. I really didn't want to talk about the swinger situation, on how that shit was able to go down on base. You get motherfuckers that was in the military jump on here and try to act like none of this shit happened. But when you hear me say that the real ghetto is in the military, amongst all the broken families we go through, putting all their time and effort in our kids and shit, only to have a broken home, and the mother go one way, and then the father who's active duty may stay in the military. So he stays in the military, he continues to travel, and he end up getting married again. So he has two families. He has the one he started off with in the beginning of the military, and the one he got on the back end of the military. So he has two families, y'all. Do you know how fucked up that is? Two families. Now, peep this out. This is what's gonna blow your motherfucking cap off. When you go to a duty station close to where your ex-wife is at, those are your kids who's gonna come over here and see you. So now they have to be introduced to your new wife and your new kids. I've seen it fucking happen. You have two kids with the first wife, shit don't work. Boom, out. You end up standing along a pretty, over 10 years, and you get stationed close to your ex-wife, and then enough to see your kids. Now your kids come over to visit, and you have to tell them, hey, well, I am married again. I have a family of my own too. You are my family. I'm just letting you know before you come over here. That's military life, bro. It's crazy, bro. You remember when guys come home early from deployment to find another man moved in? Yes, sir. Absolutely. I had a friend of mine snuck home, and when people sneak home, we know it. Like the military service know it, who's doing it, just so we can look after one another. We know in case something happened. It's a dude I know that snuck home because he felt that people was telling that his wife was at the club and everything, at the E club. So motherfucker snuck home and busted up in the house. He said when he went up, he said, "Damn, okay, shit, pretty quiet, no problem." He went on there. Look, he went and checked on his kids. He had 3 kids up in that motherfucker, dog. Checked on his kids. The kids over there sleep, nice and cozy. He cracked open the main bedroom, dog. A whole nother man was in there with this girl. He commenced the goddamn smoking the shit out this motherfucker to the point he got in trouble. They say, listen, this is how, once again, the military plan and showing their true colors. This dude beat the motherfucking brakes off this cat, right? I mean, he had them looking different. This Marine, at first sight, he's saying, damn, this dude gonna get in trouble for adultery. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna get in trouble for adultery. He's done. So when they had to go see the man, they had to go to the carpet, right? The dude said he was invited over there by his wife, who said that they were separated. So the dude was right for being in there. My boy got reprimanded for putting hands on him because he did not break up in the house. You can only imagine how he felt though. Like, believe it or not, man, this is gonna fuck your head up, bro. Like, this is a cat I knew. I mean, sometimes he have a hard time even. Look, he has a hard time even seeing me in public. He actually down here too. I couldn't believe when I saw him. But look, he's still with it today. I ain't lying. He's still with it today. This dude almost lost his rank that night from his girl sleeping with that dude. Almost ruined his career. Well, sort of she did. Even though he still got out, high enlisted. He could have been a higher rank if he wouldn't have had that paperwork in his book. But he beat the brakes off old boy. They say it was over the top. It was somewhat like assault. And the guy wanted some shit to happen just so he can cover his ass. And I was amazed that the military allowed that shit to go down like that because the man's family was in there. But they said the mother was there. She invited him in the house. It ain't else to be said. You should have asked questions. You should have exited the quarters, called military police, and we would have came over there and removed him from your quarters, and you and your wife talk about it. But just because your kids was there and your wife was there, and she the one that's an adult invited him inside your home, you don't go in there and try to kill the guy. Oh yeah, bro. That shit is crazy, man. Let me see what Mike had to say up top, man. He said that shit happens all the time, Big Scott. We talk about this many times, how the military life is like project living with different rules. Yes, man, and it's almost like this, Mike. Like we living in together. We barely get paid any money starting off in the military. We broke as shit. You want to talk about some broke motherfuckers in the military? Listen, if you ain't got no family, if you ain't married, you barely getting paid anything. Your ass is fucking broke. Until you start picking up that E5, E6, start putting some time in. You know what I'm saying? You're right about that, bro. I got the bounce, Scottie. Peace. Appreciate you pulling up, Andrew. You know what it is, man. Always welcome. Appreciate you. Simplify, bro. I was stationed at Lejeune. Okay. Salute to you, whoever you may be. People be coming here to my Simplify was stationed at Lejeune. They know you. Cats be playing, man. I got a homeboy who has shout out Mark Nash in the building. Salute to you, man. I got a homeboy who was in the Air Force, found him a girl, got married, and now has this baby mama who is milking all his estate properties. And it is what it is. Oh man. Oh, that's unfortunate, man. That's unfortunate for real. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's some real shit about adultery. Yep. Adultery all over. Wow, that's betrayal. My homeboy doing life for killing his old lady behind this bullshit. Damn, he was in Fallujah doing his job while his wife was free pussy all over the base and had his kids all bad. Oh shit. God damn, this dude took her life, huh? Hey man, that coming back from Fallujah, Iraq and all that to some bullshit like this, where spouses are just out here reckless. I know, man. It's been some people lose their shit, boy. You ain't never lied. There's been some people lose their shit over that, no doubt. You come back from combat, first of all, you different. And from what you seen, everybody ain't the same. I'll just leave it like that. But to come home with extra needed, you know, um, drama, so to speak, or adversity, you want to come home to the peace and love of your family, not to find out other people have became a part of your family, have been, your wife in a whole different relationship. The neighbors don't want to tell you because they know you just came back from combat. We had a guy jump overboard. Wife sent him. Um, we had a guy jump overboard. Wife sent him TGE Super Bowl tape with her getting a train. Damn, she sent that man getting a train pulled on her. Damn, there's some scandalous motherfuckers out here though. Military spouses for real. Now, why not get him for going into another soldier's home? He was invited. He was invited. He was invited. The man's wife invited him in. He was good. They say there's nothing he can do. He was good. I would have got his ass out of there too. World combat. Yeah, a lot of things would have happened. This man went in there and goddamn did some damage. Man did some damage. I'm glad he made it up out that without a dishonorable discharge though, because he was tight. He was tight for a second because of how he put hands on him, swole the dude up, knocked some teeth out. You know what I'm saying? Shit. No dough to you, Darth Sarge. Yes, sir. MK Ultra. Yeah, man, the military lifestyle, man, you definitely need to brief your kids or get somebody to brief your kids thoroughly if they plan on going to the military, especially your daughters. You need to brief your sons too, because they won't go out there and pop out a kid by military personnel. You know what I'm saying? I never, to be honest, I only dated two people in the military. I just never wanted to be involved in that because if you tell your son, not to, and he go out here and do it, well, you can clearly understand, like, if he gets in a relationship with a military personnel and get a baby, and she has y'all don't have joint custody, well, they're gonna probably give her sole custody, and your money gonna come out that automatically. It's gonna be garnished. Period. Like I told you several times over. But for the female, she might get pregnant, and I know females don't want to hear this, but I can talk about it because I actually seen it happen. When I was the officer in charge of deployment that was heading off to '08 operation in Iraq and Camp Takatim, I had to do a accountability check, right? So I had everybody meet at this particular location, at the company, and I had to go down the roster on the bodies from each section that we was gonna have deploy out. Look on what they say on everything, on God in them. This when I tell you, I had no less than 12 females. No less. This is no bullshit, y'all. I had no less. And I'm the OIC in charge of getting the op together and everything. I had 12 females that was pregnant that's off the op. I look, we didn't know because you start preparing for the pre-op to get the communications up and everything like that. You're involving the units that's in the rear that's going to be deploying over to Iraq with you. I had 12 females that was pregnant. So I can't sit up there and ask them, I say, okay, are you married? Okay, are you planning on getting married? Blah blah blah. What this does is extract those females from a deployment for 2 years. A female is disallowed from deploying, and that's 9 months gestation, right? Once she popped the kid out, she has a year off from deploying. This is all true. Women, I think it was a woman just on the news, a female soldier that was just on the news, and they was trying to make a big deal about her command was giving her, you know, giving her flack for getting pregnant. And come to find out it was because of she was due to deploy. And she was like, no, it was just me trying. Listen, I'm telling you the point. I'm telling you the poignant truth, bro. I had 12 in my unit that was taken off the teat as far as the manpower to go over there to Iraq because they was all pregnant. 12 in a single company, all freaking pregnant. That means they won't be able to participate in the op. They won't be deploying with us over there in no way, shape, or form. And once they have their kid, they won't be deploying on the next wave that's going out. That's real talk. Boo Robinson, what's good? MK Ultra, thanks for the shout out last night. Your boy Telly Atlas went hard on the podcast. That's crazy. That guy shouldn't have been in his quarters. That's on post housing. And she ain't the soldier. Yeah, she ain't the soldier, but she's the parent in the house. He went through all that shit. Boo Robinson, growing up, we were called by the MPs, and we would call ourselves MK Ultra babies because of the extra training we were exposed to, even though we were just street dudes with resources. Yeah, that's crazy, man. They were getting pregnant to avoid Iraq too. Yeah, they was, man. They don't want to hear that shit. They want to make it seem like, oh, y'all just being biased. Nah, man, I've seen females get pregnant and then want to go in deployment. At Mission 215, I know my enlisted homegirls who got pregnant to avoid deployments. It was Come and Hustle that we joked about. And then imagine the kids who come out from this. They're pregnant by dudes that won't even be in the kid's life most of the time. Just because she wanted to say, okay, get me pregnant. So you get some pussy off of it, and then you pop out a kid that you have to say, oh, your daddy passed in Iraq. And all along, your dad is in the same unit. But we want equality. Where's the husband's time home? They do it in Germany. Men get maternal leave. Yep. I mean, I think men get maternal leave now anyway. They changed the rules. The dad is able to get some maternal leave to help out with the spouse. I was scared myself and started partying recklessly. Still fighting for all my benefits. Continue to fight for those benefits, man. And know that you can also fill out your own package. Don't think you have to have somebody else fill out your package of what your ailments are. Go to the doctor, man. Organize that yourself and submit and make sure you put the correct wording in there. You know what I'm saying? That's important. I know a girl who didn't finish AIT, Michael Lewis, and they got knocked up and got out. That's an outlet, bro. It's definitely an outlet. I even told this one chick in the Navy to get knocked up since she was scared about going to war. Real shit. She didn't do it. Oh, damn. She did it. Oh, my fault. Man, ain't that something? And they don't believe this shit goes on. This shit goes on, y'all. Seriously, it goes on. This female's getting pregnant. This shit happens, bro. Y'all need damn well keep this in your catalog. your mental catalog, man, and pass it on to people's kids. And then Mike, Mike and 215 and Mark Nash, all them, they know. But I'm just saying, generalizing it all, it's just a lot of shit that happens with the military. You don't want your kids coming home with they married, and you're like, "Oh, I know they ain't happy. Like, why the fuck did you get? I just did it off opportunity. Opportunity is gonna leave your kid with a broken home. That's what opportunity is gonna leave. Y'all going to get a divorce. If you pop out another kid, you're gonna be paying for that kid. You're gonna get a divorce, and your kids are gonna suffer for it because both of y'all look. It's even worse when they both in the military because one go one space and one go the other. You have two kids. One kid might want to go with the father, and one might go with the mother, or both go with either one of them. It's fucked up. It's fucked up, dog. It was a dope DLC about healthcare and what you are saying as well. Yep. Damn. Man, y'all up here knowing damn well it's Saturday already. At least we got to cover some shit. You know what I'm saying? At least we got some, had the opportunity to cover, J Lo, and then cover this military shit. I think I'm gonna start bleeding over into these certain other topics if I choose to. But I think the military in general, people need help in understanding that. And though it's good for your kid to go out here and get the responsibility, they really need to be smart about, how the process works in the military. Possibly getting a female pregnant too early, or they themselves getting pregnant too early. And what's the repercussions going to be if a female doesn't get back into proper shape when she get pregnant? That's another thing. She has the baby, and they give her a certain amount of time to get back in shape, so she can be physically fit to pass her test. Some females, it takes them a while to get that baby fat or whatever they say off of it. They totally changed. It takes them a while. So what happened? It hurts them as far as their physical fitness test and their body weight. It hurts them. Seriously, it does. It hurts them. I tried to talk to my cousin out of joining a few years ago. Military definitely the guinea pigs for vaccines too. We the guinea pigs for a lot of shit back in the day, right? You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Like the water we used to drink and all that, man. Man, please. We got some shit. Appreciate the game because I had a crush on a military woman. Hey, I know you're not in the military, Dion, but I will say this. If you're gonna sit up here and try to pull a military woman, at least get enlisted. I mean, not enlisted. Just at least get a senior enlisted officer or some that they have some leadership control over. You know what I'm saying? They're different from the average. Some female officers, they should be tight with what they career orientated and where they need to go. If they want to be in charge of a unit or not. Don't go out here and get with no E3, E4. And they come in there and say, Dion. She said, Dion, I like what you got going on for yourself. My enlistment about to end. I was thinking about getting out and staying in Alabama. She said, I'm about to get out and stay in Alabama and shit, man. She only did 4 years in. Man, get out of here with that. Stop it. Some never bounce back. They give up and get out. Yeah, these women gotta damn take that body weight back down, man. They gotta get back competitive within their command. Yeah, it's a lot of shit they have to do, bro. It's a lot of shit they have to do when it comes to this pregnancy in the military. They get that bad paper too. They give them a certain period of time to get that weight off. If they fail at doing so, I'm not sure what the extensions is. I've been retired for 13. So I mean, I don't know what the fuck they do this day and time, but they definitely have to get that weight off. They have to get back and push pavement, get on the road, run it off, get their diet right, and get back into it. And then tell the fellas, if you got a female, if you're that guy that said, I want to be hard headed and marry a woman and a female, I mean a woman in the military, right? Don't be mad when people over in Iraq saying, hey man, I don't think your girl's sleeping in a can. You have to worry about that too, because I seen it with my own eyes. Females be going over to Iraq. They over there for a year, and the whole entire relationships be established over there just for convenience over there. I'm serious, man. It's just fucked up, dog. I just think about it. I was like, damn. This first sergeant had a whole motherfucking family at home. He up there kicking it with a damn Lance Cooley. Oh, no, she might have been a corporal. Kicking it with a corporal, man. They walking past me, going to the chow hall just because they ain't holding hands. They think don't anyone know. And by the time they got back to the rear, full blown investigation going on. The shit had got back to his family, who had to confiscate his PC and goddamn start the investigation. Me. And I knew the motherfucker too, man. I gave it. I gave it to another. I gave it to the gunny. I said, NCIS want his PC. You know what I'm saying, to check the emails and shit like that. I still don't know what happened to him because I ain't getting out. I still don't know what happened to him for real. Because from my understanding, the chick got back to the rear and she didn't want to call off the relationship. So she basically said the same thing that happened to my senior drill instructor, who was in charge of me at boot camp. She went and knocked on his door. Yes. She went and knocked on the man's door. And all hell broke loose. But he was the first sergeant. Obviously, he's been with his family for a long time. Like I said, I don't know what happened from there. I just know the MPs was called, and this girl was crazy. I had a first sergeant that was down in PI. Same thing. He was married. He was dating one of the prettiest women down there, prettiest girls down there, and she got to a point say, I'm catching feelings for you, so I want to go, let your wife know because you won't let her know. And this dude was from Africa, and he beat the brakes off her ass and goddamn kidnapped her, put her in the car, and pushed her out that motherfucker while I was going. He was locked up in the damn county jail. They took his rank from him, put him out with full benefits, all over female, bro. That's real talk. If I told you the damn county and the state, you can look that shit up. His mugshot still out there for what he did. But it was all over female. One who, she was one of them nice females in that county. I was like, damn, old girl, tight. Come to find out, they was kicking it, and she wanted to go tell his wife, man. Say, fuck it, I got feelings for you. And he was like, you gonna hold off on those feelings too, because you about to mess up a lot of shit. And man, he goddamn put hands on her, bro. And she was fighting back, driving and shit. He pushed her out of a moving car. Man, it was all bad. God damn. He talking about my childhood in detail. After my ass off, goddamn OJ people. I just don't know. It's a vicious cycle. Most people who enlist are from the hood. Then they join only to get wrapped up in the hood. Shit. Yep, man. Going there with no guidance from the hood. Going in there with no motherfucking guidance. None. None whatsoever. Man. I was gonna I was gonna stay off that topic. You know, 215 said transgenders can join now. Not only can they join, but Biden just passed that they can get their surgery for free. So this is what's going to happen. First of all, let me identify something right now. I'm happy, very happy to say that I was able to serve my full 20 years without the transgender and everything else with gays serving in the military and all that. I'm glad. I'm happy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm happy. I'm happy I didn't have to go through this, right? But from what I was being told from some people that I know, right, was that you had individuals coming in there just to get the surgery done. I don't know how many years you have to be in to get approved for the surgery, but I heard more so now that you have people coming in there just to get the surgery done, just so they can say they went in there and they get it done for free. Biden just passed a law for that. So just think about this, you going on a PT run and you have that transition going on, and then you have to go to the field. You have individuals going through taking medications and stuff like. It's just something I'm never quite used to, because I can't relate to it in the military. I can't relate to anything like that. When I was going through, it was just straight. We trained with men. We didn't have none of this going on. So I'm thankful to God in this particular case. I truly am that I was able to go through this process. You know what I'm saying, and be done with it. I'm truly thankful, for real. Working at the post office was the same BS relationship. I'm just getting back listening to these horror stories. At 215, yeah, transgender thing is just another hustle that's been exploited for real. People don't know how deep the game goes, for real, man. Marriage of convenience, side families, pansexuals, fuckery. It's so real. I mean, the military is not the place that I would recommend if I even know some people, kids. Like, I would recommend them. I don't know where I would recommend them to. I was about to say the Navy, because they have those jobs that you can, really make money once you leave. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Would you say 85% military or alcoholics? I wouldn't say 85%, maybe 84. It's a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of them that drunk in there. It's a lot of them, for real. You drunk a lot in the military. I ain't gonna lie. I can't come like my shit was different though. I just didn't drink like that. 'Cause I was always going on runs and shit, but I did drink. I did drink. I ain't gonna lie. The military, that's the most you ever motherfucking drink. Cause it seems like every time you go to some type of get together, motherfuckers gotta have alcohol. In the military, you schedule a get together and you don't have alcohol, guess what? Ain't nobody showing up in that motherfucker. If they do show up, they're gonna say, hey, you got the food over there. Do you know where the cooler at? Oh, it ain't no cooler. It's just that those little waters over there. Those bottled waters. Bottled waters? So we don't have no soda or nothing? Motherfuckers say, okay, I'll be back. These motherfuckers go to the E Club and have a couple of beers and come back to the cookout, bro. They gotta have something to drink. You have some alcoholics in the military. Real talk. It would don't ask, don't tell. Yeah, it was don't ask for a period, when I was in there too. But still, I didn't really see it around. To be honest, I didn't really see it. 3 categories: church, gym, club. Yep. That's about right. But in some duty stations, I hate going up to the church because, man, it's so much drama to be going up in there. Like, all this drama to be going on during the week, and then you pop in church and see the motherfuckers that was going through the drama. And then you go to the gym to talk about the drama. And then you go to the club to commit the drama. And then it's repeat. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker repeat, dog. You got to go to church to get rid of it, and so you can ask prayer and forgiveness, and then you go to the gym. It should be um gym club church. Yeah, because you go, the gym is where you can talk about the motherfucking drama. You leave the gym, get ready for the club, and then on the weekend you go to church, and then you start the rotation all over again. It was don't ask, don't tell when I grew up, so there was a code about not being messy because I grew up watching people have their lives, careers ruined behind messy living, getting exposed. Real talk. Real talk. It was don't ask, don't tell. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. A lot of people's careers was ended because of that. That's real right there. It's just so many areas of the military that don't benefit the service member. It truly doesn't. Like if you look at certain things that don't benefit the military service member, it's just amazing. Like family is one huge disproportionate area of responsibility that just goes by the wayside. It's just bad. How many kids, how many wives and husbands have suffered, just because of poor choices from the service members, you know, to motherfucking start a family too early. They really don't have the guidance to even know what a family's supposed to be. Like you don't get any freaking resources or classes before you start a family. But they find out how much money you're gonna make if you do start a family and you dead ass broke and you want to get a car. You know what I'm saying? They'll find that shit out. It seemed like the Navy condoned homosexuality when I was on the USS Guadalcanal. I'm pretty look, the one thing they don't want to touch or be insensitive about is that. Like I said before, I'm glad I basically served without none of that. I'm not saying it wasn't going on, but it was a whole different era when I was in there with that when it comes to that. Now, for what it is right now, being able to come in and get free surgery and then, to see the individuals going through transitions and stuff like that, it's just it's I'm thankful for being on the outside looking in right now, to be honest with you. I can't imagine what the field is. You go on deployment, you got to get dirty and grimy, and you have certain individuals like, I don't know, they feel a certain way, they look a certain way. I don't know, man. I don't know what to call them. Like they can't do this, they too weak here, you know. Yeah, it was an open joke, Navy life, all the BS that happened on that boat. Man. Mm-mm-mm. I don't miss it. I ain't gonna lie, I don't miss that shit. But I respect them though. I mean, I respect the men and women who served, of course. But it's just changed. It's changed tremendously, man. Real talk. It's just a whole lot of shit to go on that I couldn't even really see if I like. I asked my boy, right? I asked my boy that that I saw come in from day one. I say, so how do you handle that with all the transition and people? How do you handle that with PT? You tell them to fall in, and you might have an individual, a Marine, who's going through a transition. He said, man, to be honest with you, the way they look at it right now is just like it's normal. I say, wow, I believe you too. I believe you because they daring motherfuckers to say some crazy shit about it so they can make an example out of you. Because it's almost like them motherfuckers can't be touched. Like they'll make a big deal. You tell somebody, hey, you got to do something about your hair, man. Well, I'm going through a transition. I said, I don't care what you're going through. You need to get a comb and go through that hair. Them all be trying to goddamn grow their hair out to the length of the regulations of a female. And that shit can look real wild. That shit can get very, very different quick, especially if it's all straight and just up there, just flapping around like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a lot of shit that's going on, man. Real talk. Man, be sure y'all hit that like button, man. Be sure to hit the like button. And if you choose to donate to the channel, do so. Um, I'm not just saying hit the like button for nothing. You need to get the videos in the algorithm, y'all. Y'all need to help a brother out. Seriously, you need to help a brother out now. That's all I'm saying. I wish I could I'll wait on that. I wish I can do a special segment on that. But I can tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to do a segment on breaking down and cleaning of some of the weapons that I have. Just have a weapons breakdown and cleaning session on some of the firearms. You know what I'm saying? Some of these rifles or whatever. I have to pick a good date when I'm feeling good enough to even put them on the screen. Because I don't like motherfuckers to know what the fuck I got. I just want them to think I got a mobile phone and shit. Crack a motherfucker in the head with a mobile phone. Yeah. But Sheet in the building. What's good with you, bro? I was in infantry. Are women 0311 yet? I think they letting women in certain parts of the infantry, bro. I'm serious. And I was saying, damn, you want to talk about motherfucking harassment? They're breaking into a community that has been around for ages with just men. And they demand the men. They demand them to operate at a certain level of intensity. So for them to start integrating women in the '03, I can imagine how that went. But look, they have to be careful because the first thing the woman's going to do is go back and tell the command how she was treated unfairly, unjust. They pointed her out, said she wasn't good enough before she even, it's just going to be the whole movement, y'all. They have to be careful. Them infantry grunts, they have to be careful, bro. Them motherfuckers are tight too. They close knit. They'll fuck you up. Another aspect of the game people don't see is the whole letting your relatives live with you. Oh my God. Man, you ain't never lied. Letting your relatives live with you on base to beat a case or whatever. I am living proof that Uncle Sam was key to spreading drug gang culture. Damn, you ain't never lied on that, man. I goddamn totally forgot about the amount of people that had their relatives living on base. They had motherfucking relatives. You go over their house, they got relatives. Like, why your relatives over here? Oh, they just doing. They'll come on base and get your relative. They find out they're on base now. That I know for sure. They will come get your relative off base if they find out they on there and they want it. They got that paper on them. Yeah, man. No, I don't do PayPal, bro. I give you the cash up though. Anybody else to choose to support, I appreciate you. But that's the cash app right there. Um, I forgot all about that, Mike. I forgot all about people used to have some of these damn scandalous ass relatives move up and stay with them on base. So they was running. They'll stay up there for a while to shit cool down and then leave. Man, I forgot all about that. I used to see people, daughters coming up there. I say, why your daughter up here? Like she's not in the military, nothing. Like she's like 28 years old. Like what the fuck is she doing up here? It was the military and those connections from being in the military and that allowed me to have access to neighborhoods, gangsters worldwide. And to this day, people are like, how do you know each other? Dang. Wow. I ain't know that. That's crazy. Yes, sir. I don't think it's too many people that can relate to the ghetto that was at Camp Lejeune called Beecham's. Beecham's was actually an approved stay outside of base for military servicemen to move in. Beecham's. Beecham was one of the most ghetto, infested, more dangerous motherfucker to live in. Beecham's down there in Jacksonville, North Carolina. You talking about motherfucking the water didn't work. The the hot water didn't work, man. The shit was, oh my god. And they had us out there living in that shit, bro. I know you go hard on the channel. Found this channel a couple of weeks ago. Good inspiration for me. I appreciate you, bro. Keep on pulling up there. Messenger 215. I don't see you over here that often unless you change your name or whatever. I don't know what your name used to be before then, but appreciate you for pulling up. I be paying attention to all that shit. See, my live chat, you know, so I pretty much know the regulars that come over here. So when somebody new come over here, it just stands out like a sore thumb. Like, y'all know who that is. My shit ain't like motherfucking hundreds in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Hundreds up in here. And I do see people, they'll ask for the cash app and shit like that on live chat, but they don't send you shit. They just be capping. I swear to God, man. People be, hey, what's your PayPal? What's your cash app? These mother don't be sending shit, dog. Some of them don't. Some of them do. I ain't talking about Mike. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying some of these people be asking this shit. I say, okay, all right, cool. They don't be sending you shit, man. They just be talking. We got shot at a Jayville in a dark road by two young boys. My boy that I used to run bikes with, man, he lost his freedom down there in Jayville. Him and his twin brother got into it at a club, and I guess it was probably mostly blacks up in there, but they was cool like that. They was two twin white boys, right? And I knew their family and everything. I still got a CD with him and his Japanese wife and his daughter when we was in Japan and shit. But man, I used to go ride night rides with this dude. Like, it's funny. It's funny. He got an identical twin brother that don't ride bikes, but he do. And we used to go ride night rides up in Japan. Like, it used to just be me and him, man. It was just weird. Like, he's the only one that could ride with me at that time. At first, I was like, damn, man, you really want to go ride? He said, man, I've been practicing, dog. I said, I'm gonna let you lead, bro, because I don't want to have to pay attention once I get going to try to see where you at. So I just ride your back tire, and keep it like that or whatever. And when you got somebody that's doing that, you don't have to worry about them breaking hard or whatever, because you pretty much understand to go in hot, on the left or right or whatever. You always have that perfect setup, so you won't bump tires with them. Because once you bump tires and you're a rookie, your shit gonna go all wobbly and you're gonna wreck. But anyway, he finally left, man, and came over here to Lejeune. Him and his twin brother was drunk. They drunk a lot, man. I don't know. It was just fucked up. But anyway, I guess there was some brothers in there fucking with him. So they came outside. They got kicked out the club, and they waited in the parking lot. And once the brother that came out that was fucking with him, I think it was a couple of black guys or whatever. He told his brother to get the pistol, to get the banger. He got it, and he fired it. And from my understanding, he attempted to fire it over his head, but he ended up shooting the guy in the head and killed him. And both of these twins in the military, E6s, both of these twins went to prison. Could you imagine getting that call if you were their mother? Both of these twins went to prison. One for brandishing a weapon, the other one for shooting it. He said he tried to shoot over his head. Now this is people who go to the rifle range, individuals who qualify with the pistol. Bro, first of all, why did you take out a weapon in a crowded area such as a club and aim it that low where you shot a man in the head? I mean, obviously you got good aim, but you should have known that the pistol was at a lower level that it potentially may hit someone. You know what I'm saying? It could potentially hit someone. It was bad, man. I always wanted to go out there and check him out, man, but I forgot how many years he got. I never responded in the chat before. Okay. I looked up Tank's sparring session and found this channel. Okay, for sure, bro. His sparring session is not out there because they wouldn't let it happen. But one of the reasons he wasn't on TV was because of that sparring session. They didn't want the momentum to carry over from his sparring session with Tank and have one of the people or anybody announce it that, yeah, this is the guy who just sparred Tank not too long ago, and this is, from what I'm hearing, this and this. So they didn't televise it. Yeah, man, boxing is a small community, y'all. Yes, sir. Shout out to Brian Norman Jr., the assassin. Yeah, he went in there and dispersed a Whitaker in 5 rounds, but Brian Norman's no nonsense, man. He gets the job done. Him and his pops, man. His whole team. I laughed my ass off at people capping about supporting the channel. Yeah, man. Listen, you know, people be dropping super chats of who they want to. But then they don't even check out the work you be doing off screen too. But they'll ask for the things. They'll ask for the motherfucking cash out, but they don't want to send nothing to you. It's okay because it's gonna come a time that y'all support the channel. It's all good. I know the ones who support the channel and the ones who speak on it. It's up to y'all, but peep this out. Y'all know how much work I be putting in pro bono doing this shit on my dime, man. So yeah, your donation is appreciated. Brother ain't rich. I be going after this shit, getting it in by myself. I don't have no team. But it ain't about that. It's like going on 4 o'clock in the motherfucking AM. Shit, if y'all was shit, if we was close proximity, we'd be going to IHOP right now, god damn it. We all be going to IHOP, eat some flapjacks and shit. I got so drunk in Okinawa, snuck in the house to see what the houses look like inside. God damn. And see, you can do some shit like that in Okinawa because they don't have no weapons. But them motherfuckers do know martial arts, though. Most of them. Not all of them, but most of them. If you would have rolled up in the Yakuza house, you probably would have just canceled life right there. Them motherfuckers would have set you on a whole nother. No, I'm sorry. Go inside. Go inside. Go inside. I didn't mean it. Go inside. Shit, motherfucking Yakuza goddamn put you in the trunk of the car and say, we're gonna take you to base. Shit, find your ass near the bridge. Find your ass by the motherfucking riverbank. Um, find your ass by the seawall. Listen, my friend, what you did tonight was terrible. I know you said go Menasai, but that's not enough. Say goodbye. We're gonna put you out here to the ocean so you can live with the spirits. Them motherfuckers are crazy, dog. Them Yakuza don't play. I remember being outside the club near Pyramids, dog. I ain't gonna lie, I was right. I was feeling right then the motherfucker. I saw these Yakuza jump out and goddamn start arguing with this Japanese police and slap the shit out of his ass. I'm like, damn, motherfucker, you ain't gunning them down. I forgot this ain't the States, my fault. Well, I was like, damn, you slapped the shit out that MP. And them Yakuza dudes, they wasn't that small either. You think some Japanese ain't that big. Some of them Yakuza motherfuckers, they must be from mainland Japan. They was big, dog. Motherfuckers like 6'6", 6'7". Some of them motherfuckers, dog. And the real ones got their fingers missing. Don't get it twisted. Peace, unity, and love. Okay, I'll check it out, man. Matter of fact, let me go over there and see what you're talking about. Subscribe to your channel. And just type it in right quick. The messenger. Okay, I forgot to read thoroughly. It's peace, unity, and love. That's what it is. That's what it is. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Yeah, Lejeune was notorious for the bullshit. So was Fort Bragg, Fort Lewis, Fort Hood, Fort Huachuca, Camp Humphrey. Oh man, Camp Humphreys, and all the bases of. Oh, for real. I heard Japan and Guam were wildest. Japan, man, I'm telling you, I probably got a whole nother family over in Japan. To be honest with you, I miss Japan a lot. I love Japan, man. I used to ride with the cats. My Japanese friend died on a motorcycle over there. Takazu. Yeah, Takazu. We coming over the bridge from Naha, and when we throttled, we open. God damn it! And he hit the back of a car, went over the top, and got ran over twice. And this is one of the only Japanese in that group, that was really a G. When it comes to speaking English and all that, he knew where all the hot spots was. Motherfucker was missing teeth, man, but he knew he had the women, man. He dude was appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Dude was appreciated up in that motherfucker, dog. Hey, bro, I got a picture on top of the pyramid outside the club. Oh shit. Okay. I had some good times in the pyramid. I ain't gonna lie. And then you get out the pyramid, before the club closed and go get you some taco rice and get something to eat. Go right back in that motherfucker. Man, the pyramid was awesome, dog. For real. Had some good times in the pyramid. And then check this out, man. For those of you that know, they got some hotels over there that's unfucking believable. Like you drive up to the garage type and you can go in the back way. You pay, they let you in and shit. You go up in the room that you want, and man, the rooms be all decked out and shit. But you touch that motherfucking fridge with them beverages in it and all that food, you gotta pay for that shit. Look, you remove that shit and put it back, you gotta pay. You ain't getting out that room until you pay, goddamn it. And man, they had some nice. Listen, I'm telling you, they had some nice ass hotel rooms up there. They had it set up for. They had different themes up there. The Japanese hotels. The way you pay, you go over there to the wall and open this slot, and just like the bank, you put your yen down in there. Boom, send it, and then the door buzz open. Now, why the fuck we can't have that all around over here? You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is so cool. That shit is crazy the way they have it set up. They have like different rooms, sex themes or whatever. And that you want to take your girl up there. Yeah. Yep. The Japanese MP knew better. Trust me. Yakuza don't play games for tongues and triage. No bullshit. Yeah, man. The motherfucking Yakuza don't play around, bro. They slapped the shit out that JP. That JP was like explaining, oh, yeah, well, I gave you all the money. Shit, you didn't do it good enough, goddamn it. So I got a whole damn Okinawa family, didn't even know it. Man, I'm telling you, man, I had some relationships and okay, shit. I ain't gonna lie. I spent a total of like close to 7 years over there, man. Split time. So hell yeah. I hit the DJ at the Apple Club. He kept blowing me off to get on the turntables. Man, that's wild, man. I can actually say I went to Japan when the motherfucker used to really bump. Like back in the 90s, man, when all the clubs, all the whorehouses was open, all the clubs was open. They didn't have all that crazy ass curfew shit. I mean, like you can really go down to Naha. You can go to Gate 2 Street. I mean, you can watch them drift back there behind Kenza Towers. They was drifting back then around the damn cargo cans. Man, all that shit, bro. All that shit, man. I'm telling you, that shit was vintage Okinawa, Japan. But I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot sometimes when I used to go ride, do night rides by myself, and I come back, and once I hit the um what was it, the five? Not the five, the 15, the main street out front. Highway was it Highway 15 in Japan. I go right down straight past Kenzer and go watch these cats drift. It was two places where they drift. They drifted behind Kenzer, where the embarkment happened around those cargo cans, and then they had a hidden spot where most of just the private people knew about. It was called Ishikawa. Ishikawa had so much rubber on the street. You can only go up there with a car. You go up there with a bike, your shit'll spin out and you'll fall over. Ask me because I know. But yeah, they'll go down there and they'll start off, boom, hit the e-brake, and they'll damn near slide down that whole motherfucker. They'll hit the gas every now and then, they'll slide. That street has so much rubber built up on it that it was super slippery. That was the shit, man. And them motherfuckers was drifting before drifting even came over to the US. That's the crazy part about it. The Japanese was drifting before it came over to the US as a sport. The motherfuckers used to drift on their own road because Japanese roads over there in Japan was made of coral and cement, so it was much more slippery, and it goes for motorcycle tires too. I ran GP compound Yokohama's on my shit. I had to get that soft compound. So my shit, the corners of it, the sides of it will wear out before the damn middle. If I was riding hard, maybe 2 or 3 times a week out the Hito point. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I told you the military turned out a lot of people alcoholics. Yeah, man, it will turn you into alcoholics for sure. The military was bad. Them package stores was always stacked. Man, I'm telling you, that's one of the best package stores I ever seen. The ones that was in Okinawa, it was some of the best package stores I ever seen because they was packed. It wasn't gaps in that motherfucker. They had everything, dog. Like, Jesus. Like that shit was wild, man. Like these motherfuckers, absolutely. They had the alcohol, bro. They had the alcohol. And back then when I came in, you can get a DUI and still, man, make it in the core. You know what I'm saying? You get a DUI and still make it. It's according if it was on base or off base. But people, you know what it is, man. I'm about to bounce off here for a little bit. Shit, it's about to be 4. It's been a pleasure kicking it with y'all this late, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up and talking your shit for real. Dropping some comments and talking about this military life. It started off on J-Lo, and then it ended with motherfuckers bringing up old times that motherfuckers was out in them streets in Japan. Shit, motherfucker was out in them streets. Man, the messenger, are you one of them casters in Cali right now or something? Because what does the messenger 215 stand for? Appreciate you, Ken. Okay, I got you there, 215. I got you. I got you. Didn't know that. Okay. You in Philly. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So you say you served in the Corps? Or you got family that was well actually obviously you serve. Obviously you serve. You say you had pictures on top of the pyramid. Are you still in or you got out? You still in or you got out there on 215? Hey man, y'all be sure to check out that chocolate Roman Gonzalez Chocolatito fight, against Juan Estrada tomorrow. That's gonna be a good one. Then you have Jamonte Clark. Um, you know, that's gonna be a good fight. Good to see Jamonte Clark back in the ring. And then you got Ammo. He's going in there against who is he going against? Dennis Douglas? Mama's boy? That's gonna be a good fight. Should be. Dennis Douglas, Mama's boy. But yeah, man, stay tuned for that. It should be very, very interesting. But I'm really looking forward to see who can avenge what. Juan Estrada is going in there trying to avenge his loss of Chocolatito back in 2012. And then also Chocolatito is basically trying to say, if I win this, I attempt to face um um Soy Fonsai. If face him again. So we'll see how that works. Whatever. Okay, yeah, 89, 93. All right, that's what's up, man. You did a dime. I see that. All right. Congrats, man. Congrats for sure. You did a dime up in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But man, y'all hold it down, man. The brother about to bounce up out here. Y'all continue to pull up, support WCS. The grind don't stop, man. I have some heavy opportunities coming up that I hope pan out for me. I really hope they do because it's a lot of shit popping off down in the A, and I want to be a part of that. But then working solo, they always want to look at the numbers and all this other shit. Yeah, you need to look at the work ethic. That's my point. But I appreciate y'all pulling up, and be sure to drop back in, turn up, and tune in to World Combat Sports. I'm out.